Well. Hello, everybody. All right. Who wants to do our little recappuccino?
Or who wants bonus luck today?
Yeah.
Um, we just we're the big ship heading back, right?
Yeah,
That's where
we're
we ended.
about to meet grandfather. Sounds like,
Hmm.
which apparently is one of the ancients.
Who's gonna? Who do we think's gonna be? Well, honestly, Lexian's probably gonna be doing the most talking. Then
Oh no,
no,
I'm not prepared for this.
I mean this is the side people.
Hey, there are now two more sides here. Come on.
That's
That
true, I
is
guess,
true.
but
Yeah.
they're gonna talk to the
I'm
people who
almost
just
only
got
Spy
signed.
in a technical sense.
Yeah.
Hey, but you'll set off the alarms. So, I guess I'll try and recap.
I think you might need the luck, but
All
I.
right.
Can I
Go
make a
for it.
luck roll for my for my recap?
For your recap.
All right.
Uh,
I think whenever we started off last session, we were still in the rooms. We hadn't quite figured out how to get out until Lexian had a flash of an image of 5 dots all lit up, which took us to the ziggurat cube, and that was as 428 and Eamon was going down into the hole. We then told them to, hey, try the 5 dots over comms. Eventually, we met up with everybody, and then we just started pressing random dots to figure out where we were going and writing it down on a piece of duct tape and slapping it inside the teleporter or beside the teleporting portal wall thing. Uh, we occasionally keep getting flashes of different places to go. One led us to a completely depressurized area. One led us to one that was rapidly falling out of the uh, or towards the planet. Uh, we had a long rest in there somewhere. Uh, kept getting just
nice.
random flashes of stuff. Just kept trying a bunch of different rooms. Eventually, we got to which one? Number one, room with the warning glyph. We kept trying it. We found a room with an egg that was not an egg. Uh,
What do you guys do with that?
I think we took it back to the ship. Like it's either with us right now or it's back on the ship, ready to be like processed.
Okay.
I don't know what we actually did with it.
What was in the egg? We opened it up, didn't we? Or did we think about opening it up?
Ye-
It was something
oh, you guys.
super cooled. I think.
Mhm.
Uh,
Oh, I think
eventually, yep.
maybe on that we decided not to open it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. I think you opened it up, just realized it was something like cooled. It was like a environmentally controlled internals, and you're like, oh, we should keep that closed. Close it back up.
Uh, eventually we find our way to the uh, yep.
Oop.
Sorry.
We find our way to the control room, where we learn that the AI of the ship has been taken over by a virus, or has been fighting for the past couple thousand years with a virus from an unknown source, but that's trying to take over the ship and kill the AI. Uh, we get told to take one of the insect-like robots called a servitor to the comms array and plug it in like one of the uh, warnings that was sent to me. Oh yeah, we also had that little rock thing that when held up to somebody's head could translate the communications, and we could actually understand it. Eventually, we got the AI into the servitor after we went to the servitor room. Got the AI into the servitor, and at that point, Stentless shows up in a ship that was very much not recognizable, and definitely not something that I was on before. And he tries to take control of the ship, but we already activated the jump away. So we jump away while asking, "Hey, where do you want to meet? Where do we want to meet? Like we've already activated the jump, we can't stop. Where do you want to meet?" And he's like, meet at Beck's World." And then we, I think, jump into the 2206 Regina subsector. That's literally what I have written down at the bottom.
I
my
also
notes.
do as well.
Yeah, I don't, because I have nothing else around it. I don't know what that actually is. I think that was either our location or like where we were headed to, or some other important piece of information that I'm currently forgetting. But does that sound kind of accurate?
The ship's AI's name is Failsafe. You forgot that.
Oh yeah, I named it Failsafe after the Destiny AI.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Excellent. Why don't you take a d4?
Heads. You should just burn 4 luck to get 4 luck added to your roll. Big brain.
There you are, sir. So yeah, we pick up on the leaning in space, or the leaning on leaning on a bigger ship in space. Godwit, you guys are all just chilling out. What's the plan?
What is the plan?
I remember we were
I
talking
mean,
before we ended the session last time that we were going to explore the ship more.
Yeah. I don't know if
oh
now
yes,
that we
we did
have the
decide to do
AI
that.
with us.
Yeah. Explore the
Yeah.
ship a little bit, see if we can't help Failsafe out, and then I guess spend the rest of our week in jump space doing nothing.
Hmm. Hey, Failsafe.
Yes.
If you were to completely power down the ship's computer and then restarted it, does it have like a safe mode that will open up without activating the AI?
The ship's mode, the ship's computer, and the its brain are one and the same. Powering down one would power down the other.
So the AI is not the like we downloaded you. The ship's computer still assists.
As
Is
does
there
a
a way
portion
to boot
of
the computer up
my.
without that portion being turned on? Basically, I want to turn the computer on without turning on the virus right away.
It remains dormant for a few milliseconds while it believes my consciousness also remains dormant. I only was able to download a portion of my consciousness into this host's body. Another portion of my consciousness remains in the ship, asleep currently, as the ship is on its route.
So, and I'm guessing this is a no, but in that few milliseconds before it wakes up, would there be some way to delete that sector? The sector where that consciousness is maintained?
No, it would be deleting, like deleting a portion of your brain and then asking you to continue to function as normal.
Well, I was thinking of putting you back in the place of it, but if not all of you is here, I guess that's not really possible.
It's just staring at you, blankly.
Is it
Only we had
possible to
Oscar.
build a virus against this virus?
A counter virus?
Are you
Yeah.
a master computer programmer with millennia of programming experience?
No.
No, but I could roll
And
really
I
well
don't
on
suppose
electronics
anyone else in the
computers.
crew. I don't suppose anyone else in the crew is a secret computing genius that hasn't been revealed yet.
I wish, but no.
Yeah,
Could you
sadly.
imagine? Jinx
Yeah.
is actually the best computer hacker in the world. Just didn't
I
tell
would
anyone.
love it. Oh, that would be great.
If I used my
You are welcome
psi
to try.
and
But
all my luck,
destabilizing.
I think I might be able to get a plus, 8, 10, 12. I might be able to get a plus 12.
I'm not sure I understand these numbers that you're talking about.
Arbitrary numbers.
Yeah, I don't know. Wanted to try and fix things, but dealing with a super AI may be beyond us.
I mean,
Well,
Stentless wanted us to meet him at Beck's World. So we either need to get this thing going to Beck's World, or figure out another way to get to Beck's World.
Well, I think we're along for the ride with this thing to its home base, and I think as soon as it gets there, we aren't going to be allowed to go anywhere.
yeah, we
So-
kind of walked in out.
Unless we could get this hunk of junk, and I'll pound my foot on Godwit, up and going, and limping away isn't going to do us much good unless we could get out and hit it with a J drive quick enough. But I don't know if I want to be in jump space in this thing. Kind of a hunk of junk.
I don't think we could fix that ship.
Well, loot and pillage for now.
Oh, I am always down for the looting and pillaging.
I mean, I'm more intrigued in the technological marvels of this ship, but I suppose you can phrase it as loot and pillage. Yes.
I'm worried that it's all going to be beyond us without like time to deeply study it.
That's
Hey,
what makes it so fascinating.
It is very fascinating. I will
I
not disagree.
I just had an idea. That
Hmm?
little stone that we found. We've been using it to communicate with Failsafe, right?
Yeah.
Can it change how we read things?
Yeah. When I was wearing it, I understood the controls.
So we might be able to control that big ball in the middle now.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I would
Or we
like to
might
know
be
what
able
that thing's for at least.
we might be able to go to that dome again and actually read what was in there instead of just kind of taking educated guesses. Maybe even read some like the regal glyph that we saw in that one room.
I mean, we do know where we're going, and if any map's going to have any details about it, it would be that one.
Yeah.
We said there was no control or anything for the crystal tree, right?
Correct.
Huh. Oh, fail safe.
Yes.
The green crystalline fractal structure up at the head of the ship. What is that?
Uh, yes, the communications array.
Interesting. It grows. Or it looks like it grows.
It looks at you quizzically, or cocking its head.
Well, I mean, maybe it's grown to its limits, or maybe it was always that way, but the fractals just keep breaking off until it's too thin for the eye to see, and I'm kind of assuming it just keeps going.
It, uh, it is, I suppose, large for a an array that you would be used to. Yes, but it is protected by a shield, so the smaller fronds will not be disturbed by wind or careless explorers.
Well, I kept my distance from it, so we never ran into a shield. Um, but good to know. I don't have to wander too close and accidentally get stabbed to death.
Indeed.
Do we want to go check things out before we head back into the maze, the labyrinth?
Sensor antenna, not communications array. My bad. Same thing. Close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Do we want to take Failsafe with us? Being the ship's AI and all, she would also know
I said
everything.
last time that they were going to avoid leaving your ship just on the off chance that
that the virus found them.
yeah.
So yeah, we're hoofing it without failsafe if we leave. Do we want to ask failsafe about the ball thing before we go, or do we just want to figure it out on our own?
I mean, it wouldn't hurt to ask.
One other question, failsafe. The giant ball thing that you can control and move around. What is
Yes.
that?
That is one of the ship's weapons systems.
Weapons?
Yes.
So, like, you could shoot other ships with it,
Yes.
or shoot things on the surface of it.
No, it will not fire if it Cox it said, if it is pointed at the ship. That would be self-destructive.
Okay,
That's a good
another
safety
one that's good
mechanism.
to know. Well,
Which, thinking back, you're like, oh, okay. Like whenever you guys were moving it, you kept having the thing pointed at the ship, and even when you turned it 90 degrees, it was still pointed at the like walls of the ship. So at no point did you guys turn it enough to point it away from the ship to try to fire it. That third button, anytime you tried to press it, the like little hexagonal portion of it was always pointed at the ship.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, we have a giant hand-controlled space laser,
Yeah.
which is good because I don't think we could use the rest of the ship's weapon systems without letting the AI back online again.
Can one singular person use it, or like does there have to be like 2 or 3 people using it?
You think just based on how far apart the controls are, it'd probably take 3 people. Like maybe you could use one person. You'd have to like run from position to position, so it would be kind of cumbersome. But like it makes more sense to have one person on like the firing control and one person on the flight control. And then maybe the person on the firing control could do the charging and the firing, but at 3 is probably the best.
Okay. Oh, hey, here's another question we didn't ask. Hey, failsafe, what was the purpose of this ship?
It was a transport ship. Well, it is modular in nature, but it was originally to transport uh, people to, yes, to transport people.
Ah,
Hey,
this was a planet seeder.
Yes, grandfather dispatched me to retrieve a human colony before it was destroyed.
I guess that's who was on this ship when you got stuck.
Yes, when we were attacked, yes. They survived for a while, but without assistance, they perished after, I believe, some 500 years.
I mean, I feel like that's a pretty good survival rate, honestly, all things considered. Whole
Yes.
generations went by.
I even experimented with nurturing bacteria to try to produce new sentient life forms to aid in repairs, but after 50,000 years, it was failure. So I abandoned that endeavor.
Failsafe's had too much time to sit and think about it, so
Mm-hmm.
To an extent, but over that time, I've only been awake for an instant every few thousand years, otherwise sleeping for aeons, punctuated by brief spasms of awareness, and it the failsafe's now like staring at the wall, like beads strung on an infinitely long cord. Each period of wakefulness brought with it an opportunity to continue self-care and observation, but soon that virus awoke. It was horrible. The horror. The horror. Forgive me. I have not been awake this long, for quite some time.
It's okay.
Yeah, you're all right. Why don't you, does this ship have, did this ship have power of any level still?
Power,
Like,
yeah.
can we, okay, I thought so. Um, if you want to catch up on, more current events while so you got something else to think about while you're waiting for us, you can go access our computer. It's got a database of news and information and such.
They had already downloaded. That was like one of the things.
Oh,
that
that's
Phil
right. I
did,
forgot. It downloaded the first thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You take your vitamin D today.
But, yeah.
Fail
You
safe.
can probably
One last question.
Yes.
Now that you understand, since you have all the schematics for our ship and everything, will we be able to like harvest any materials from this ship to repair that your ship to repair this ship?
It is unlikely at this time, given the ship's inability to repair itself.
would it be possible to integrate parts of this big ship into the small ship?
I fear your ship is rudimentary compared to my original body.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah. I say we get to looking at things. Let failsafe do whatever failsafe does.
Yeah. We got 2 weeks, so. Did we want to go back to the teleporter room?
Either that or we want to check the map room first
Oh, map room, yeah.
and see what's going on in that sector and surrounding sectors.
Well, if we could figure out where like their storage room is, that'd probably be a good location to go.
Maybe the map room has some way to switch over to ship maps. Now, now that we can read it.
Yeah. Potentially. Not really. Well, I wanted to find out.
Be right back.
All right.
Sure. I will say, for this massive of a ship, it's got to be awful to have to remember all the different like button combinations for the room you want to go to.
Yeah, no shit.
Provided, there's some like advanced psionic race, so I'm sure it's much easier for them, but like this ship probably has hundreds of rooms and you can only remember so many 5-digit combinations.
Well, the crazy thing is, I don't think anybody was on this ship other than failsafe and the people with failsafe was transporting.
That's true.
All right. Can you hear TV in the background?
I
Mm-mm.
don't.
No.
Okay, cool. Our doors are like wafer thin. Let's hear below decks going on in the background, so I hear people arguing about who knows what. All right. Not properly housing anchors and things like that. That is, of course, a euphemism. Okay. Let's see. So, where are you heading off to?
To the map room.
To the map room. To the Louvre. Go for it. What are you looking for there?
We were wanting to see what information we could figure out about this sector that we're headed to, and then also see if it has access to also like maps of the ship, or if it's just planetary, universal maps or galactic maps.
Question. Will you guys, somebody, please stop me? Somebody give me a science planetology check with int.
I don't have any science, so
I would have a +2 with that.
I have +1.
Right.
Also, in case I forget, when you guys get to the end of this jump space journey, will you remind me to give you experience points?
Yes.
Cool. Thank you.
10
sure.
4.
An 8.
So yeah, you can find out your destination. Just make sure it's the right spot. (2206). Yes. So 2206. Currently, like you pull up the map of that hex, there is a planet there. There's a system there. So there, I guess there's multiple planets. You know, like there's star, multiple planets. Like one of which is habitable. Seems nice. Like Earth atmosphere. Like probably around the like 1G level. But you kind of talked about it before. You noticed it before. It's not a place where you remember there being a system before. Like if you're recalling your knowledge of like that subsector or that subsector and that particular hex before on like your own you don't remember there ever being a planet there or a system there.
That is
Routed.
Does it somehow just maintain like has nobody ever just never flew through that subsector? Or does he have some way of keeping people out?
Well, space is big. It's hard to find a location if you have no reason to go.
Pull up a character sheet. What else are you looking for? So you said you were pulling up that thing. Like what other information are you looking for? Someone
What
else
is
can give me.
the?
Oh, go ahead.
I guess as far as that goes, can we see it on the map? See what it's kind of around?
Yeah, there are two adjacent hexes that also have systems in it that you also remember there not being like systems on most imperial any imperial charts.
Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
Um,
Will cosmology or physics? What is cosmology? Understanding of the cosmos. Will someone else give me a science? If you have cosmology or physics, if you don't, just science in check to kind of whoever's studying it alongside him.
I have a 1. I think I'm the next highest.
Yeah, I have nothing.
An 8.
8. You know, thinking about it, especially because like you know, your people are pretty like science based, right? Like really
Yeah.
so even if there was some way of like um shielding these 3 systems from scans, people would at least recognize their gravitational pull. Like that would still like over at least certainly over like millennia that would have
Yeah.
been figured out. But there's like but to at least to Gino's knowledge, because he's probably he's you know the person most familiar with that area, because he's the I think the only Imperial among you guys. Um, there's like no report of anything like that. There's no anomalies there. There's nothing.
I just
Is
don't know how that happens.
is this just for like understanding of the lore of this world?
Mhm.
Is that like something that is easily done, or is that like nigh impossible for?
No, yeah.
But yeah, to hide a
Mm,
gravity, because basically what you'd be picking up on will be gravitational lensing with
Mhm.
other
yeah.
stars around it, and that would literally be theoretically impossible.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah,
I
exactly. So
mean,
yeah, Camino, that because that's the whole thing. That's the reason that like Obi-Wan was like, or wasn't Obi-Wan who pointed out that like that there should be somebody there. There should be a planet there. Was it Obi-Wan?
Yeah.
Because there
Yeah.
was
yeah.
yeah. And then the librarian was like getting all Jedi
Well,
about it.
the other half of it being like, if it's just constantly been like written out of history over and over and over,
Mhm.
eventually people would just stop looking. I feel like, but that's also an act. You have to actively be taking efforts to make sure it's hidden, and that's a
Yeah.
big or group of people.
Um there is the ooh, I'll take I guess Gino, because he's the only Imperial. Can you give me a history check, science history, with education, because this would be from your like your basic education as an
Okay.
Imperial citizen.
I got a 6 and a 1, so sadly that gives me a 7.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Why can't I find the droids I'm looking for? I guess I could just do it this way.
Ooh, excuse me.
Yeah. So what else are you looking for in here?
We were checking to see if it had just this map or if it had like maps of its own layout.
Of the ship? No, it's like planetary layout, planetary maps.
That's fair enough. They would also have need to have one of those.
Well, I don't know of anything else we need in here. Anybody?
Yeah. Not other than notating this new information, there's not much we need from it.
Well, back to duct taping rooms and looking for loot.
Sounds good to me. Let's go duct taping.
Alrighty. Let's go duct taping. You head into the ziggurat.
Yep.
Cool. What is your first destination?
We've still got 2 more single numbers to go. We want to do 4 alone and then 5 alone.
Yeah.
And what do you guys have on you?
I'm fully armed and operational, wearing the new vac suit.
Okay.
Same here.
Oh yeah, it's probably good for all of us to wear that back suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna do that.
And who's
Do you want-
going with you, NPC wise?
I would say only take Sour with us if Danny doesn't want to come along. If he wants to sit and chat with Failsafe.
Yeah, I think it's completely voluntary,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
even for Eamon as far as that goes.
Yeah.
Though
Sure.
I feel like he might want to be with us.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll leave Danny on the ship.
Yeah.
Although as an ancients student, he probably would want to explore. Maybe Eamon will stay back.
Are we taking Failsafe with us or no?
No,
Failsafe
Failsafe
is there.
staying.
Nah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I feel like we need somebody staying back there since Failsafe staying.
I mean, we could always pitch to Danny if he wants to stay along with stay. He could always chat with Failsafe and figure
Yeah,
things out.
That's true. Yeah,
Learn
that works.
from an ancient AI.
Why not? Cool. What's your first port of call?
Let's go with 4.
4. 4. It does not open, and the button's all reset.
Did it not flash a warning or anything?
Nope.
I think we just assumed that room was one that didn't survive
Didn't make it.
and fell into the atmosphere at some point.
Could also just not be a room associated.
What was the error message we got whenever it was when something was connected?
I don't think you had the translator on at the time. Last time you
Yeah.
used it.
But like it well, it kind of like just automatically happened. It was like
Yeah.
it just kind of like didn't do anything, wasn't it?
No,
There
it
were
always flashed
blips.
up a symbol.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one literally just didn't do anything.
Yeah. which has happened like once or twice, maybe other times, but usually there's a symbol.
What about just 5?
5 does flash a symbol, and the number, the button, the 5th button stays pressed or stays lit, but the portal doesn't open, shuts back off.
I would assume who's ever running the controls would be wearing the crystal. We probably would have left one with Danny, but because we had 2 now, because
Okay.
I'd found one in the cockpit area.
Yeah, I mean, and also after downloading your ship's database, a failsafe can speak
Common.
like Ganglick. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Well, then we probably bring both crystals with us because good for us to be able to read things.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to force the point, or if the room's like that, do we just move on?
I'll just move on. We're gonna be here for a while.
Guess 1, 2. Think we've done that one yet. If we had, it was before we were marking things.
Yeah. The only 1, 2 I got is
yeah.
1, 2, 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 5. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 5 was the comms array.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
1, 2. Yeah. Where's
Yeah,
everyone
1, 2.
else? Oh, there you are. 1, 2 is a room you've been to before. Oops. But I think you guys got there a different way. Oh yeah, that's the room you got through the hole in the floor.
Okay.
Very first room you entered. It's this one.
That was where I found the belt.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, and I will be wearing the belt.
Okay.
Do we want to do 1, 3?
Sure.
Sure.
1, 3. Okay. Yeah, the portal opens up. Step on through.
Yeah.
Who steps through first? Lexian? You said yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much always assume I'm going first.
Alrighty. You step into another spherical room. 3 more. Oops. 3 more. What you call it? Iris valves on the floor. There you are. And yeah, there you go.
I guess if he gave us an all clear, we'd just follow.
Cool.
Yeah.
Slap the tape on the side of the door.
Do we want to quickly check the 3 iris valves? To see if we see we're just kind of looking for rooms that have anything interesting in them.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
I'll grab this one.
Far
You guys
right.
want to grab the other 2?
I'll grab the far one.
Give me 1 sec here.
Making Henry work.
No, you're good. As you walk around inside this sphere, it does sort of shake. But through our jump space, I think it's the atmosphere around it is like not as aggressive, so it does sort of like rattle a little bit. You feel like the tetherings on this one are not quite so secure, but it seems like it's tethered well enough.
Yeah, let's
Who's
not
going
fall out
first?
in let's not
Yeah.
fall in jump
Into
space.
jump space. You guys are just lost forever. Who's going first?
I'll just go left or right.
Sure,
Really?
I'll go first.
Lexi. Cool. Hey, that's beautiful.
It leads to a black
Lexi,
hole and we all die.
you open it up and everyone gets sucked in and spaghettified.
Woo!
And you open up into another sphere. There is two more of those benches, those bench things, and then there is like a little console. I will show you the sphere. There you are.
I will take the rock, put it to my head, and take a look at the console, see if I can make sense of anything.
Yeah. Looks like. Well, will you give me a? Do you have engineering M drive or mechanic?
I have mechanic, I believe. Let me find it. Mechanic at 0. I don't have M drive.
Okay. Will you give me mechanic and int?
Mechanic and int, so a +1. 11.
11. Nice. It looks like this is a like a shuttle. Sort of this capsule is configured to be like a little shuttle pod.
All right. I will take note of that and then head back out.
Cool. Next up, who's going to 35? Oops, spoiler alert. Who's the next one?
No, that's us.
All right.
What do we see?
What do you see? Oh. Okay, you stick your head through that portal, or that iris valve, and
It's like
that
Portal.
capsule is lined with objects that look like eerily similar to low births. There are like 36 of these, and all but one of them is humming quietly. Although one of them seems to be shut down, and you can step in if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll step in and kind of investigate them to see if I can determine what they are.
Cool. I just murdered. Oh no! I just killed 428. Where'd he go? I
Ah,
turned him into a map. Sorry, I'll bring you back. Give me a
gone,
sec. Yep.
reduced to atoms.
You entered
Yeah.
that room and it really was a black hole. I was trying to make that black dot go onto the map, and I made you go onto the map. But yeah, so you can search, you can look around. They do look
Where am I?
like low births. They look like little sarcophagi, and
Okay.
one of them is open.
Do they have any like glass? Like, can I see through them, or are they completely solid? Like, can I
These
see what's
13
inside?
M's.
We get too many of them.
Uh-oh.
You go for the letter. That's fine with me.
All right.
Okay.
Man, I stepped away to a different map real quick to get a new token. Come
Yeah.
back and there's all these.
I was like,
There's all these.
whoa.
Trying to label things for our convenience to figure out where things go. 13 left, 13 middle, 13 right.
Gotcha.
In the case of 4s, I guess we could go A, B, C, D.
Yeah. Um, yeah, kind of like walking up. Are they? Do they have like glass tops, or are they like completely solid? I can't see them inside.
I think that it's a glass, but it is tinted that you can't really see through it.
Uh, guess I'll take a look at the open one and see what's.
One over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll peek my head in and be like, everything okay in there?
Yeah, it looks like
Power will step through as well.
low berths maybe. There's a ton of them in here. They all seem to be working too.
Here,
It
take
looks
this,
like
and I'll kind of like try and hand it off, but like chuck it if I have to. I'll take the stone that I had and chuck it at him.
I'll walk over and handle the stone with care.
Yeah. It looks like the lid of that sort of silent one that's somewhat open could be prized open further if you wanted to.
I like to think that 428 saw him about to chuck it and just went all Stretch Armstrong.
Yeah.
Just
Like,
pulled.
no, Deb, stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll try to pry it open more. See.
All right. There's like a thin layer of dust all across the bottom of it.
Hmm.
But there's also, oops, where'd it go? Where'd you find another one of those gems. There's another translator device inside of it.
Oh, perfect. Lexian, looks like it didn't even need yours. I got another one.
Ah, darn. Thought I was being helpful.
Though I am curious about these active ones to see if there's anything in them. I just don't think I'm strong enough to open them.
Well, I guess I'll go in there.
Forcing open low berths might not be a good idea anyway.
Can I just drag myself over? I can. Haha.
I suppose, but it'd be
I'll take one of the stones and kind
nice.
of like look around for like a control panel for any of them. See if I can read anything.
They're like there are buttons, but there aren't necessarily any words or anything on the buttons. Yeah. It's just sort of the odd button here and there.
Click, click, boop, bop.
Yeah.
Yeah. The civilization really like their unlabeled button. Huh.
It seems like it.
Okay.
Well, did we want to mess around in here, or do we want to head back?
Let's just head back.
Okay.
We can always come back later.
Yeah. I'll head out of the room.
Cool. And then the last one, you open that last hatch, and it goes through to a small sphere that has another one of those floating spherical devices that you now know as a weapon. In it as well.
Is it so? It's smaller than the one outside the ship, right?
No, it just the sphere that you're standing in is smaller than the one you came from, but the device
Yeah.
itself is probably about the same size.
That's odd. How would you even shoot it from inside the sphere? I'll take a look around. Is there anything different about the like walls of the sphere?
There's a secondary iris hatch that looks like maybe that opens up into like space.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it was like you came through an iris hatch that's on the
An
floor.
Irish hatch.
Yeah. Hey, it's
Irish
the
hatch
supposed to say, "Welcome to my sphere," and yeah, it's right here. You came in through that one. Not a perfect circle.
That just
How
makes me
could you?
more
They think
curious as
they're
to why the
advanced. They can't
cryopods.
even make a perfect circle.
Yeah. Oops, oh, this is worse. Ugh.
Yeah, I'll just
That
hop
was
back across, and I think I found another. Guess what amounts to a weapons turret room. It's got one of those balls in it again. Anything cool in ear doors?
Well, oh, let me get myself back to the group.
I mean, mine just kind of seemed to be like a shuttle. Like it had 2 benches and a control panel, and
Like an escape
that.
pod or like a landing shuttle?
I mean, I think it might have been a landing shuttle. So I mean, if worse comes to worse, we could always get back to this room and exit through that pod.
Good to know.
And then 428 found a bunch of low berths. At least that's what it looked like.
I think maybe those low berths are designed for like soldiers, and the shuttle is like a boarding, and they can jump over to the ship or the turret.
I mean, maybe, but I would think they would just use all those droids for shuttles.
There were
Yeah.
a lot of closed
Oh, no.
low berths in there. There was only one that was open.
Yeah,
So like,
there's enough there for like
You
a
mean
full.
closed like running?
Yeah, they're on. They're active.
yeah, we couldn't see through them.
Okay. As a doctor, I feel like I need to see the ancients' low berths.
Sure, come on.
I'll hop over and I'll just run up to one. I'll take a look. Does like anything about it and its controls seem at all familiar to me, like with other low berths, or just completely off the wall?
Like it seems familiar in a sort of like kind of creepy way, but no, not in a functional way.
Oh man.
I am really curious to see if there's any one inside, but
Yeah, I'm so tempted to start hitting buttons, but I don't want to error out a low berth and kill somebody that way.
yeah,
I mean, or let
provided
something bad out.
yeah, they've been here for like what
Couple
centuries,
thousand
so
years.
Thousands and tens of thousands, I think.
yeah, this
Hundreds.
is
Yeah, I was gonna say
Hundreds
we
of
might be in
thousands.
hundreds of thousands at this point.
yeah. To be fair, like we could easily expose ourselves or it to foreign viruses that have not existed.
True. Yeah, maybe we leave them alone. I guess when I'll notice the open one. So, did you take a look in this one?
Yeah, I just had dust and one of those communication gems,
Hmm.
which is why I think these are probably filled with people. They probably all have communication gems, or well, whatever they are.
I'll go over to the open one. If I press any of its control buttons, does anything happen?
No, it's completely powered off.
So much for that one being a test subject.
I mean, I'd be lying if I said I still really wasn't curious about cracking one of these open.
I mean, Question is, when we get to wherever we're going, does what's been in here for hundreds of thousands of years get let out, or does it just get decommissioned with the rest of the ship?
Well,
Because
there's no
if it's
saying that
just
it's
going to
even
get
any.
decommissioned, us trying to open it's not necessarily a cruel thing to do.
Judging by how Failsafe was talking, I'm assuming this entire ship is getting scrapped and then repurposed.
But what about the people in the slow berth? Are they part of that?
We don't even know if there's people in there. They might be able to help us though, if we're able to get them out.
Maybe we know how to get to this room. Maybe we ask Failsafe about it first.
Yeah, it sounds good. Do we have comms
Hey,
to Failsafe?
Yeah,
yeah,
we can just
we
call
got
back to the ship.
comms.
Yeah,
The old
calm
rotary
over to
phone
him.
in the cafeteria of the ship starts ringing.
I was ringing. Yeah. Hey, Danny picks up. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Oh, that's Eamon. He's standing right next to you.
How much you been drinking, Danny?
Sorry. I
He's
failed
been trying to mimic Eamon.
some of Eamon's. He's got some interesting hooch there, and it's got me a bit fuzzy headed. But what can I do for you?
Well, we found a room full of low berths, and they seem to be running, which is obviously very
Better
interesting.
go catch some. Hey. Oh, sorry.
You're all right, Daddy.
Uh,
Can you ask Failsafe what these low berths are for, and if there are people in them?
yeah, I suppose, but it's well, he's kind of, I don't want to say wailing, but it's making some weird humming noises, and I don't know if it's like crying or what he's doing, but I'll go give it a try. And he kind of like, you can hear him kind of whistling to himself as he's like walking around the ship. Hey, Clanker, I got a question for you. There's some. He's like kind of explaining what you said, and right. Okay. Sure. I'll tell him. Yeah, it says that they're other passengers, and that they're to be brought to grandfather as well. I'm not sure what that means, like family reunion or something, I guess. But
I
beats
don't
me.
know, but that gives me an impression Failsafe's not going to tell us how to open these things.
Didn't say nothing about it.
Thanks, Dan. Don't get too drunk.
Ah, too late. You hear thunk as he falls over backwards.
All right. Well, apparently, Failsafe's in an existential crisis. Danny is in a drunken crisis, and these are all supposed to be delivered to grandfather. So I think they're along for the ride and not waking up yet.
Yeah. Well, I guess the mission was semi-successful if they were able to pick up people.
Yeah. Well, we're making it successful. Maybe we'll get a reward.
Yeah. I'm curious if that civilization even exists anymore.
If it does, maybe they can fix our ship and we could just leave.
That's true. I mean, sad.
We rejoin the others.
Yeah. Doesn't sound like these are native ship goers, so they won't really be able to help us.
Okay. 1-4.
One four takes you next door to the weapon system.
Hey,
Yeah.
we've been here before. I've been here before.
I wonder why there's multiple ways to get at the same spot.
I mean, there's a lot of them. Seems like there's an iris valve to go in between, and then also a portal.
Yeah.
Not sure why.
I guess convenience.
There we go. I can't get the other one there.
Well, 1-5, 1-5.
One five takes you here to the train or to the corpse.
I see a
Yeah.
theme.
Yep. There you go.
Hey, this looks familiar too.
Well, we're starting to get the hang of this, I think.
Um, 2-3.
Two three is a room you have been to before. It is in this place.
Ah, this is the one we saw through the iris, from room 1.
Yeah.
We've been to 2-4. 2-5.
Aha. 2-5. Is you're like accosted by, I forget who like entered this room briefly, but a really loud like banging, clanging noise.
Oh, that was me.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was
Where like
2-5.
the upper half of this capsule is taken up by like a complex web of microassemblers and atomic transmuters, whatever that means. And it seems to be producing this like highly complex heavy alloy and then feeding that alloy back into the machine and breaking it down like a millimeter at a time.
Why is it making
And
metal to eat metal?
will you guys all give me recon checks? This is just a site recon check with int.
Site recon with int. +1. 8.
Well, good thing I had that +1 from int. 3.
9.
Oh, wait a minute. Do I have recon?
6.
Sorry, give me 1 second.
Oh man.
Where is recon?
Recon is over underneath profession, above science.
Oh, that's right. 0.
You walk in and say, yes, this room is their new
Sorry, my
room.
headset died. Turning it back on. Or not died, but disconnected. Just okay. I'm back.
Yes, this room is made of room.
Room is a room. In
It
this
appears
room,
I have lost.
yeah.
Oops, sorry. Go on.
No, you're good. You find another one of these
Ooh.
thingies.
Ooh,
Did we
or
ever figure out what
disintegrator
these were?
pistols.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
disintegrator pistols. I think we gave the first one to Jinx. Lexian, you want the second one? Or do you want to carry 428?
I'm not really a great shot. I don't think I'm the best person to put a disintegrator pistol in the hands of as it's named.
Yeah, I think I'll take it.
Okay. Lexian, you find a distributor pistol. This one has 6 shots.
Okay.
To think this is the common armament that people had. I'm curious to see what their primary weapons were.
Maybe that is their primary weapons. Maybe they weren't
Yeah,
worried about packing a big weapon.
That's
That's
their
true.
phaser pistol in the
Uh,
phaser. Yeah.
yeah.
Cool. Yeah, where to next?
they meet you and they're like, set phasers to stun. You're like, oh, thank
Yeah.
God, they're only going to stun us. We were just joking. These things only disintegrate you.
It's one setting. It's just a disintegrator pistol. Yeah.
Set to low
We get you
disintegration.
we get
What?
them every time with that. It's
Yeah.
hilarious.
The fucking
Gosh.
visual of Star Trek of like set it to stun and then it just disintegrates the person you shoot.
Yeah.
That's a war crime.
It's a war crime. Yeah. Yep.
I forgot and I should have added Sprite here before I shoot this. Yeah.
All right. Next destination.
Um,
It'd be what? Starting at
if we're sticking
3?
to 2 numbers, it'd be 3-4, I guess. We've not been to 3-4, right? Nope.
Not in my notes.
Oh, but you have many times.
Oh man.
Because 3-4, you just haven't marked it. 3-4 is this room with the big old starfish in the middle, and then all the the portals stacked up.
Did we ever figure out anything about the starfish?
I don't think so.
Is there any like controls in the room, or is it just the starfish floating?
Just seems to be this metal starfish that projects this constellation of lights. There's currently um, 2 lights that have a line connecting them.
Are they different from the last time we were here?
Uh, the 2 that are connected.
Yeah.
Give me an int check.
Int? Can I burn 2 luck?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Make it a +3. 6.
Yeah, they're different. There are also small data tags associated with 4 of the lights. Those of you who have the translator devices on will see that they are listed as the bridge portal, the shield array portal, the generator portal, and the master ziggurat portal.
So this is somehow the ship map room?
It seems to be. He said master
I'm-
portal, shield portal.
Bridge portal and generator portal.
Which 2 are lit up?
None of those 4. Because there are 29. There are 29 lights total.
Okay,
Just those 4 have data tags on them.
we're about to do science and check our next number at the same time. It'll be 3-5.
I'm not gonna lie, I stopped writing these down because I ran out of paper. Like I'm at the end of my notebook now.
I figure on that one we've got the maps here with the numbers.
Yeah.
3-5 gives you a warning sign and shuts off, but doesn't erase your input.
I hit the button to reset it.
So activate the portal again, or just resetting?
No, just to reset it, bring it back to 0.
Okay, yeah.
When I do that, did the lights change?
The two portals that are connected, they shut off. They're no longer connected.
Okay. Now, how about we've been to 45? I don't think so. Let's try 45.
45? It's 4
Yeah.
and 5.
Yeah, 4 and
Yep.
5. I started adding a comma in there to trying to help distinguish between 235 and 235.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I realized that after labeling a bunch of them.
Same thing. 4 and 5 gives you the same warning sign. Doesn't erase it. Doesn't connect.
Ooh. Super broken rooms. We did 1, 2, 3. No, we did 1, 2, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we haven't done 1, 2, 3.
One, two, three.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it connects. Lights up.
And do lights kick back on in here?
Yes, 2 different lights are now connected by
are they both different, or is one of them the same?
one of them's the same.
Okay, then yes. All those lights are all the different rooms. Now, let's count the lights.
Yeah, they're 29. I said that when you went in there. There are
Yeah,
29 lights.
there are
Okay,
29
29
lights. 4 of them are marked, one of them being the ziggurat.
Mm-hmm.
So
One says shield, one says bridge, and one says generator.
I didn't think the bridge had a portal room in it, or a portal in it. Be nice if they had labels for what numbers. Yes.
I mean, we could always just stand in here and keep trying.
use this as the base room and duct tape the little lights. I mean, that's not an awful idea to help us keep track.
Yeah.
If we go to the ziggurat, go straight to this room, and then the lights tell us what numbers are for what room.
Yeah.
And I'll take a piece of duct tape and a Sharpie, and I'll put a little 3-4 underneath the light for this room, since I know which one it is, and then one for the 1, 2, 3.
Well, the lights are floating in midair.
Oh, they're just floating in midair, so I can't duct
Yeah.
tape
So
them.
this
Never mind.
this starfish is floating because these spheres. The center point is like a null gravity, is a zero gravity point. This
Yeah.
starfish is floating in that zero gravity point, and these lights are coming off of it, so it's all floating in midair.
Gotcha. I thought they were being projected to the walls of the
No,
sphere.
no, it's all floating in midair.
Oh, well, never mind that idea. Well, let's see what's in 1, 2, 3, since we got it turned on.
The question, is it full 360?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can't like take it out and just like plop it in the middle of the ziggurat room and try that.
No, probably not.
Ah,
I think it's
darn.
probably a little too big to maneuver.
All right, where'd we go? We disappeared.
You went to room 123.
All right.
Also,
Okay. At this point, do we want to check iris valves, or just because there's some of these that don't have portals?
Yeah. Like the shuttle that I found earlier didn't have
Mm-hmm.
a portal. That crew room that we found earlier, the like locker room, didn't have a portal.
Should we check these 3 real quick while we're here?
Absolutely.
Yep.
I'll take this one.
in this, will you guys also give me a recon check?
Man, I
Let's
should know
go.
this
I
off the top of
improved.
my head.
I got a 1.
12.
I got
You
an 8.
see a
7.
weird
Oh,
scythe-looking thing.
Ooh. What's this, guys?
They're sickle-looking thing. It's a little
Don't
handheld.
fear the Reaper.
Yeah, it's only like it's small enough to be like held in one hand.
try to hit something with it, like a pickaxe.
What would I hit?
Maybe one of the
Not
benches.
something on the floor, the bench. Yeah.
I'll strike the point of it down on the bench.
It's not massively sharp or bladed, um, but it gives a metallic twang when you do.
Does it have a power source?
Yeah.
Do we need to turn it on or something?
It certainly looks like it has a power source. Yeah, well, somebody can give me a like to fool around with it. It looks like it would take but you'd have to be studying it for potentially like 20 minutes. It would take like 20 minutes of messing around with to figure out at least what it does from a basic standpoint.
I mean, I'm highly interested in it. I don't mind sitting down for 20 minutes.
I'll hand it over to 428. We'll just keep checking other rooms.
We're talking, will you give me a
Yeah,
mechanics check with int?
Sure thing. I believe it's up above profession. Cool.
It's right under
It's
leadership.
Cool. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've had to actually do some of these checks. Oh man. All right. An 8.
Mm-hmm. No, oh, you got an 8? Okay. So you're gonna be messing around for 20 minutes just trying to figure it out. We will look at these iris valves. Who's doing what?
I took
Gee.
the right one again.
I'll take the left one. Jinx, you want to take the middle one?
I will take the center, yes.
Okay.
All right. Start left to right again.
Left to right again. So Lexian, you open up a room and you go into through your iris valve. This room is like filled with cubes of this blue substance that looks like ice, but is neither slippery nor cold to the touch. And the cubes range in size. Some of them small enough to fit like a hand or two, and others that are like a couple meters in height and width.
Whoa. I'll record it on my Neuralink.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll head back through.
Okay. Cool. At the same time, Jinx, you go through this middle one, and you step into probably the largest, definitely the largest sphere you've encountered so far. Got to be like just the radius 75 meters at a quick guess. There looks like it's not open. It is on the map, but it looks like there's maybe a like hangar bay like that could open up, or like hangar door that could open up, like almost like a clamshell. And yeah, but there's no vessels or anything that are docked in there. And then there are these like arms, but it's just a big empty space with these mechanical arms.
Huh. I'll record what I see, and then I'll head back too.
Alrighty. And Gino, you step through the right one and you enter back into room 1235, where you guys downloaded the brain, or part of the brain into failsafe. I don't know if you've specifically been into this room or not. I think you might have when you were exploring.
Did I, or
Maybe
was I on the
not.
bridge?
No, he
I
was on
think,
the
yeah, I
bridge.
was on the bridge.
Okay.
I was wrestling the thing.
Gotcha.
Servitor.
Yeah. Get back through. There you are.
Whenever we figure out the actual combination for some of these, I will be changing the names of them.
Gotcha.
I think that was I think I found the room you guys downloaded failsafe in. What you guys said.
Oh, cool. Now we know the number for that. I found a room with just a bunch of blue things.
Bunch of blue.
Yeah.
Abba-dee-ba-da-ba-da.
Yeah, here, I'll send you the video, and I'll send the video if I can.
Ooh, Jinx, will you retroactively give me a recon check?
Of course. Let me see. Oh, interesting. That is, let me math. 12.
You find another disintegrator pistol. This one has 3 shots.
And the one that I have, is it a one-shotter? I'm trying to remember.
Did you not write it down?
I don't think I did.
But now it only has 1 shot?
No, like, dang it. Okay, well, I'm going to switch mine out for this 3-shotter one then.
Okay.
And not let them know that I found a better one. And I'll
Alright.
come back and say, no, I found like, I think it's like a docking bay. And I send the video of what I saw. Oh, I also found this, and bring out the disintegrator pistol with one shot.
There you go. Yeah. I mean, you I guess theoretically, I don't even know if you guys know how many shots that they have, but we'll say for whatever reason you do. There are there are somehow little lit dots on the side of them that you're like, those look suspiciously like ammo dots. But yes, cool. All right. What next? Well, we could say it's been 20 minutes. 428, you are confounded. You're not sure what this device does. You're pretty confident it's not a weapon, but you feel like you still need more time to study it to learn at least what it does, even at a basic level.
Okay. Was I able to determine how to turn it on?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah. You failed your check. Sorry.
That's why I got an 8. I'm like, that's not high enough.
Yeah.
I'll just pop it in my backpack. Move forward.
Okay. And where to next?
So this was 1, 2, 3. I want to say 2, 3, 4. I feel like that's a number we did in the past, but let's go with 2, 3, 4.
Two, three, four. Gives you the like warning sign. Doesn't open, but doesn't delete your info.
Okay, that's another junk room. 3, 4, 5.
Okay. This is another one that I think Lexian just stuck his head into. Even more so, this room echoes. You step into this room; it's very small, very like cramped. It echoes with an alarming grinding noise. The available space of the sphere is only a fraction of its full volume, as most of the capacity is walled away. I guess at this point it's probably not grinding because this was the part that was sucking in the gases from Komesh and then reprocessing them. And now that your jump space is probably not sucking in nothing or whatever the void is, so it's probably just probably more silent. So you're just like in the small enclosed space, and there's this machinery there, but it's probably dormant currently.
Another machine room of sorts.
And what number was that one?
3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Well, last one I can think of would be 2, 3, 4, 5.
2345 is a room that you guys were in, I think, our very first time on the ship. And that is the room you fought all of these servitors in the very first day you were here.
Yeah. I think we've seen most of the rooms. I mean, unless we want to go check the rooms that were obviously breached, but I'm cool leaving those alone.
I mean, I think we found enough. Yeah. Go back, ask failsafe some questions, and then
Yeah, we can ask about your blue cubes and ask about the maybe failsafe can give us some pointers on the thing you found. We found 428.
Yeah, we'll see.
also the shuttle and the docking bay.
Yeah.
Could always ask about those too.
Do we know how to use these disintegrator pistols?
I think we might know somebody who could tell us.
I say we have a handful of them. Why don't we try to go outside and try to shoot one of them so we can actually, use them comes the time.
I mean, limited ammo on all of them.
We got the one with one shot, right? Because
We don't know how
they're
many
no
shots
use if
any
we
of these
can't
have.
figure out. It's true. Assuming it's one shot for no apparent reason. Because they're pretty useless if we don't know how to use them.
I think
True.
I think it was Jinx who found the first one, and so I think I think that's why she does have it, because she did pass the gun combat energy check to like know how to use it at a basic level.
Oh, okay.
So she
Well,
does
never
know how
mind.
to use it. Yeah.
Then no need to figure out how to, since we know how to. But yeah, back to the ship, I think I'm guessing.
That sounds like a good idea.
Okay. Yeah, you guys head back to the ship. And how do you get back?
I suppose we just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 back to the cigarette and head out that way.
Excellent. You head back. You head back, and I think the site that you walk in is Danny sitting at the table with Failsafe, and he is drunkenly trying to explain why you would want to do this to yourself, to Failsafe, who is just like, why would you poison yourself like this? Why would you? This is you're unable to function at nearly your optimum level. This seems like a self-sabotage, a horrible position to be in. That's not really the point. Here, metal maniac. It's more a matter of well, it's all sort of things, and he's just like going on, and the failsafe is just like clearly not getting it, but trying to listen. And they've maybe been going at it for a while because Danny just has like empty cups next to him, and there's like 2 empty bottles there, and he's just like, I think we're gonna have to disagree to agree on this one. And to bed, I'm gonna go. And he turns and just falls over onto the couch. And at this point, it's like, I mean, you guys have been gone for a couple hours, so we'll say it's like 1 o'clock, or the equivalent of 1 o'clock in the afternoon for your like your internal clocks. And he's been morning drinking.
He is
And,
Scottish, after all.
Failsafe stands up and turns around. I've studied humans for quite some time, and I dare say that things have changed since. Things have certainly changed.
Saying they didn't drink alcohol when you knew them?
Not in such a manner.
Well, not everyone drinks alcohol in such a manner as Danny. Some people like the goofy feeling.
Failsafe's just staring at you. All right, what are you guys doing next?
I'm studying.
Cool. Yeah, you want to give me another mechanics check? Int.
Yeah. Well, let's probably first ask Failsafe if he knows what, or if it knows what this thing is. I
That
guess.
is a repair tool.
Repair tool. How does it work?
Oh, it was not something I used personally, as my prior form had internal built systems. But it was a handheld device, I believe, use some sort of welding and cutting, most commonly.
Well, I'm gonna go study it, figure out how it works. Any pointers?
Hold it in your hand and point the pointy end at your target.
Thank you, Failsafe.
Go,
And I'll head back to my room.
go watch some Doctor Who 428. Might give you some pointers.
I like your thinking.
Okay, Cat, you farted on me, you got to go. That's disgusting. I tolerate you covering me in hair, but you're not covering me in poo gas.
Man. Yes.
You just hear the Doctor Who theme song or opening playing in my room.
Now, is this original or new Who?
I mean, I've actually never seen original. I've only ever seen like newer.
I mean, David Tennant's hard to beat.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
David
why they
Tennant's
brought him
pretty
around
fucking
twice.
good as the Doctor. Oh, sorry. Did you need a mechanic check?
Yes, please.
There we go. 12.
Yeah. So yeah, you're studying for another 20 minutes or so, and yeah, you figure out how to use it as a pretty effective like cutting and welding tool. It does seem to have a limited battery to it though, and you're not sure how you would recharge it, but it does. Yeah.
All right, for future checks, I'll take some time to figure out if I can, because I have power cells on me, but
Yeah.
that doesn't mean much.
Nope. Not when it comes to dealing with ancients technology.
Yeah.
So basically, by that I mean it will most likely run out when it is narratively appropriate.
All right. No cutting through TL16 metals.
No, I mean like genuinely, like it's something that might cut through like TL16 metals. Like this is something that like could do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more the
Yeah.
sense of like, oh man, you almost finished the door, and then it's
No,
oh
you probably
no.
you probably do it a couple times. You could probably do that a couple times. But if you try to do it like 10 times, like that 10th time, it might fail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good tool to have in my back belt for we need to cut something really thick
Yeah.
and strong.
Danny's skull.
Yeah.
Now I just have the Doctor Who theme running through my head.
Do we want to do anything else or just chill for the rest of the time in jump space?
Oh, forgot to ask about that room that I saw.
Oh yes,
Hey,
the cubes.
what were these things that I found? Like they're large blue. I'll download the video onto a data pad and show her. Do you know what these are?
Like that the one
Yeah,
two three room
1, 2, 3 left.
or the 123L.
Yeah.
Yes, those are that is a one of the ship's storage rooms.
Do you know what they are?
They are storage containers.
Are they bigger on the inside?
No.
Damn.
Query. Why would you ask?
I mean, with all the technology you have going on, I figured a container with a pocket dimension within it would be a possible thing to ask about.
No. If you place an object next to uh, one of the storage containers, it will expand to envelop that object as well.
How do you get
Ah,
something out of it? And how do you know what's in it?
There are devices in the sphere to um, cause the gel to melt, and you can retrieve the object you're looking for.
that sounds like a room worth going back to.
Yeah.
Gel to melt though. Are they one-time use?
No, the anything left in a storage near a storage cube, as I said, is assumed destined for storage.
Okay.
Do we want to go back to the spherical cube room today?
I
Might
mean,
as
it
well.
only feels like midday, so we definitely have the time.
I need like a like a the thing from '63 Batman, the fade out.
Yeah.
Oh, the dun.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys can head back there. Cool.
Drag my little self down in there.
Fade in, fade out, and the four of you are back in that room, looking at these like ice-like cubes, that I said are nice. Uh, not cold or slippery to the touch.
If we take a walk around the room, can we find these devices that safe was talking about?
Yep, you walk around, you find it almost looks like a little, almost looks like a gun, and you kind of pick it up, hold it to a smaller cube, and it causes the ice or gel to sublime and turn into gas that just adheres to the surface of other nearby cubes.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
What did it leave behind?
First one looked like it just left behind some sort of mechanical component that you have no idea what it does.
Let's get to dissolving cubes.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you guys can go through and dissolve every cube.
Yeah.
All right. So one of you give me 2d6 roll.
Probably best if it's not me.
I got it, I guess.
Sure.
I seem to roll pretty well. 12. Yeah, I do roll pretty well.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. All right. Hang on a sec here.
Ask
Well,
and receive.
Oops, wrong notes. 40. So
You find 40 disintegrator pistols.
Or
And a
one
lightsaber.
one disintegrator pistol with 40 shots.
Oh.
I like that even
I don't know.
better.
I like the idea of being on the run and just producing 40 disintegrator pistols with one shot each. And there's like, why are they throwing them away?
Shoot, Chuck. Pull out, shoot, Chuck.
By the end of the battle, we're just tripping over all of the disintegrator pistols we've thrown on the ground.
Yeah, but you'd also never get the chance to aim. Because you'd be drawing every single turn.
Well, it's going to be a long combat. We'll just do like a fire line, We'll all have our disintegrator pistols and take rotations as to who's pulling it out, aiming, and shooting. Or Moto Musketeer line.
okay. That's not a good. I'm gonna write that. I'm just gonna write disintegrator pistols out instead of turning it into an acronym.
What, you don't like that acronym?
You guys did not find 4 DPs.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. Yeah. Look how my fucking headphones are freaking out. Give me one sec here.
I mean,
Talk
we're
about-
on a crazy alien spaceship.
That's
It
true.
would be the
That's true.
appropriate place.
It would be the appropriate place to find it.
Now talk about a haul.
Yeah. I mean, some of this stuff is useless because you guys have so many of them already, so that's okay.
Not useless to our wallets.
It's true. That's true.
Yeah, we could sell off ancient technology.
Yeah.
Have
Oh
a
my
whole
God,
ancient technology
like-
auction.
It's literally priceless. Okay, cool. All right. So, yeah, you guys just go around. You've only got one, so it takes a little while. I will say it takes 2 hours. No, it's not that much. I think that's probably
I was gonna
minutes.
say,
20
like-
minutes. Yeah, 20 minutes. That's probably D10 minutes instead of D hours. 20 minutes. You find 4 disintegrator pistols. I mean, I got 4 D6s right here. They've got 4 shots, 6 shots, 2 shots, and 1 shots. So 4, 6, 2, and 1. So one of them has 4, one of them has 6, one of them has 2, one of them has 1. You find 2 more encounter suits. You find one of those belts, and you find 1 more repair tool.
Oh, awesome.
As well as tons of like, sort of like incomprehensible things, right? It's
Lots of
little
who's
the description. It's a ... thing. It might be worth something to a collector, and then also spare parts, bits of broken metal. Yeah.
Huh.
So you
All
find
right.
you find lots of other stuff as well, but those are the
A real descriptive on the
yeah. Those are the
setting.
8 things those are the 8 things that you find that are useful to you.
Yeah. That was definitely someone who's like, I'm not making all these random things.
Yeah.
So now we each have a backup encounter suit.
Mm-hmm. We also got another side belt.
Yeah. And it's Carl Urban. It's literally cheap. Is that not? Yeah, right? Bald Carl Urban? Yeah.
As a kind of okay question in the like random stuff, do I find anything that vaguely looks like a battery cell?
Give me a engineering power check.
I was gonna say, if it's a
Within.
recon checked, I'm so fucked.
Yeah.
Recon power. Or power. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that.
A recon power check, dang.
Yeah, recon power.
I'm
You got
scanning for
some
power.
recon skills. Yeah.
Yeah, can we combine 2
Scanning.
skills and take the median of the of the numbers there?
Ooh, a 13.
13?
Dang.
No, you don't.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that would certainly be something if the ancients
That
had
would
a
be.
power cell. I cannot imagine how much power would be stored in that thing. Potentially.
All right, back to the ship.
Do we want to keep the little cube things to see if we could reactivate the storage blocks? Because they left over little mechanical pieces after they de-used, right?
I thought they
So you're
dispersed
gonna
into
take one of
gas
the.
and then collected into the next one.
Mhm.
Yeah,
What happened
speaking
to the
of
very
when,
last one?
yeah, did it just disperse into gas and fizzle out?
I'll say adhere to the wall.
No, we need you. Come back.
The ooze is gonna try and scrape it off of the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it like stuck to the wall?
It seems pretty decently adhered. Yeah.
How big are these cubes?
I mean, right now
They're all on the wall.
there are no cubes. Yeah.
I'll pile all the stuff that we didn't take in the middle of the room, and I will use the gun and recreate a queue on top of it.
So the gun only
Deactivates.
sublimes the cubes.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really going to be useful for us.
Yeah, I want to be able to use the
Sit
cubes,
it on the pile.
But... All right, I guess it's a lost cause.
What if we, and I'll take one of the encounter suits, the extra encounter suit, and set it next to the wall where the stuff is adhered.
Mm-hmm.
If I walk back, does it like make a cube around it?
If you wait long enough, you see it start to like slowly congeal off of the wall, and like make its way towards the encounter suit and form a small cube just big enough to cover that suit.
Oh. So it must be
I'm-
linked to this room specifically.
Maybe if we take the cube with us and the gun with us.
Yeah, let's take it out of this room and see what happens.
Is there still stuff stuck to the wall?
Mm-hmm. There's some, yeah.
Before we go, one other thing, and I'm
At
going
this
to
point
take.
too, you can see it like sort of congealing and coming towards the mass of stuff that you've collected in the center.
Oh, okay.
If I set the 3 other encounter suits on top of the encounter suit cube,
Mhm.
does that cube expand around it, or does some of that other stuff come off the wall?
That cube starts to expand around it.
Oh yeah, let's try taking this cube with the gun. If the rest of the goop wants to go around the garbage that we don't know what it does, go for it.
All right.
All right, you take it back to the ship.
Yep.
Where do you put it?
Well, seeing it automatically wants to like absorb things. We've got a pretty small cargo hold, but we weren't hauling anything. So I guess I'd just set it in the middle of the cargo hold.
Okay.
And then I would take one of the one-shot disintegrator pistols and sit that on top of the cube.
Mhm.
Does it grow around it?
Yeah. Yeah.
It still works, guys.
Hmm.
But does the gun work? And do we lose the goop if we use the gun? We can always
That's
get
what
more
I'm
goop.
curious about.
I'll hit it with the gun.
Yeah. It. You know, sublimes and adheres to like the nearest wall.
And then if I take that whole pile of stuff and I stick it over next to that wall, does it go back to it?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh, guys, we've got it. I don't know
Do we
how
wanna
much
go
this
Yes.
back?
stuff can expand, but
Do we want to go back and
so
get
grab it
more?
all.
I mean, we could. I don't know where we get to go with this stuff. I was thinking maybe we just take a few little like bits and bobs, wrap it in the stuff in the shape that we can fit in like a backpack or something. We can just take it and the gun with us.
Yeah. We'll just hide it in someone's room. They'll come back and all of their stuff in the mattress is all subsumed into a giant cube.
I wonder if you put it next to someone's bed while they're sleeping, if it wraps around them.
That seems like
The
a great
craziest
prank to pull.
assassination. Yeah. Oh, okay. Prank. Yeah. That's
No. While
Prank
we're out
'em,
on a
John.
mission, somebody just puts the
Murder.
cube in a room, like,
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
yeah, and then just watch it cover the everything in the room.
Now, if you want to play a real prank on someone, toss in a handful of those into a room and then lock them in there. So they're playing this fun game of dodge the cubes.
Dodge cube. Well, it didn't seem to attach to us, so it might not work on living people.
I'm just like, what I'm curious about is like, it seems to collect new items, but what happens, like, is there like a size limit? Is there like a weight limit? What's the catch? If there's a catch.
Well, that's, I mean, basically we're asking, can this goo self-replicate forever, or is there just this maximum amount of goo here?
Yeah.
I'll let you guys talk about that a little bit. I'll be right back.
Oh, and then we
Okay.
have the other question. What happens if we don't want it anymore? Do we have to get some goo gone for it?
I was
You say
thinking
that,
like
and I pull out the duct tape and I write "goo gone" on a piece of duct tape and then slap it to the gun.
That. Also, sorry I
I
haven't been too active. My husband has COVID. So I'm
Oh.
trying to
Ooh.
help him and work around that. While my computer, I don't know if you can hear it, it sounds like it's gonna explode. So, it's a
Sounds like it's
lot.
trying to take
I
off.
can hear it, the
Yeah.
fan running.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
you're good.
assuming it's a bad fan, but it is extremely loud. So I am multitasking with making sure my husband is okay and trying to hear over my extremely loud computer.
You're all good.
So, do we have any plan of what we want to do in the future? Specifically, 1 week in the future.
The future
Well,
feels
I'm
pretty
in
damn uncharted right now. Is the problem.
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, my mentor wants us to go and meet up at Beck's World. And our
Well,
previous interactions on that world.
Yeah.
How's the goo talk?
It was
Goo talk.
good. Eh,
we labeled the gun at least.
Yeah.
That'll
It's
be
now
labeled
labeled
with a
goo
piece of
gone.
duct tape.
Good God.
Then we started talking about future plans and what happens when we get out of jump space.
All
Like
the
Finn's talking
plans.
about going to see his mentor, but Gino's not sure how we get to go anywhere.
Yeah, I feel like we're stuck on this ship for a long time.
Well, or wherever this ship's heading anyway.
We did
That too.
never ask about the shuttle that we found,
Oh
I
yeah.
thought you asked
nor the
about
docking
that.
bay.
Did I? We
No,
did
we
ask
asked
about
We
the
about
we
docking
didn't.
bay.
we got distracted when we found out the goo was full of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
We got very sidetracked.
Yeah. All right.
Now
So what's
now we can
next?
hear a little bit of background audio from you.
Okay. Hold on. Give me one sec. Close another paper thin door.
Did we decide on what we're doing next?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think we can decide. We're we're stuck. The ship's
We are
jumping out
kind of
of jump
stuck, yeah.
space at that planet wherever grandfather dude is, and I don't think we're just going to be allowed to leave. We can't fix our ship to escape.
I feel like we're heading toward. We'll make future decisions once we land on this planet place. wherever
Yeah,
we're
once
going.
once we get to our destination, we'll deal with the consequences. Apparently.
Deal with the actions of our consequences.
Damn right. Okay. So just kind of jump space.
I will ask failsafe at some point.
Mhm.
I saw like a shuttle pod thing. Is that like is that just for like landing, or is it like,
Yeah, go for it.
or can I just like take it into space for a while?
No, failsafe will explain like that the ship, like most of the pods can be like, because they're modular, they could be repurposed to do uh just about anything. So most of them can have that capability to fly. So like they're space worthy. They can't jump, like they don't have jump drives or anything like that, but they can be used as shuttles to shuttle about space. Theoretically, you could fly it. You could use that to take one pod from this ship to another ship.
Okay. And then we also found what looked like a docking bay.
Mm-hmm.
Was there like ships that used that docking bay, or is that just for like?
Occasionally, yes.
Okay. We wouldn't possibly be able to use anything from there to help repair our ship at all, would we?
There weren't. Jinx didn't see anything in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if I remember correctly, it was very minimal on what was actually in there besides the machinery that it needs to use for docking and such.
Exactly.
Okay. That's all my questions.
All right.
Other than possibly asking what other warning symbols were shown on the panels and what they mean when we were trying to go to different rooms.
Um, yeah. I mean, if they also might say like, yeah, if the portals wouldn't open, it would just be most likely because of like adverse atmospherical conditions
Okay.
in the destination pod that were deemed hazardous to the survival of the ship's crew.
Oh, another question. What is the range of those portals? Like, how far apart could two be but still connect?
I have that information. It is just somewhere deep in my PDF, and failsafe rolled well enough that it's in this part of their brain. So give me a sec.
Oh, good.
It's some device, some the distance. Um, it's like a goodly distance. I want to say it's like a couple 100,000 kilometers, but
Whoa.
that could be bullshit.
That's larger than my psionic range. It's planetary. That's larger than planetary distance.
Yeah, yes. Portals have a maximum range of 30 light minutes, which is uh, eh, what is that? That is
Fucking light minutes. Hello.
That's a long damn way.
that is 540 million kilometers. So more than a couple 100,000 kilometers.
Yeah, that's like jumping from the sun to like what, Saturn?
You said 540 million kilometers?
Yeah.
So if you have multiple planets, habitable planets in a system, you can literally just portal from planet to planet.
Yes.
You could like ping pong between them all. Wow.
Correct.
Talk about making the work commute easier.
Right?
We saw a room with a bunch of them just sitting around.
Yes.
What would it take to set one up, like, say, outside the ship?
You would need a portable transport control.
Is that the starfish looking
Portable
thing that we
teleport.
saw?
Sorry, portable teleport control. It is a smaller version of the device you refer to as a, yes, from your ship's database, starfish. Yes. Ancient Earth uh, children's television show, Starmie. Similar to that creature.
Okay.
Failsafe's already on the anime.
Mm-hmm. I have watched 37 different anime.
Really? Which ones?
Which one's your favorite?
Just I'm trying to think about what's the most basic bitch answer that.
For right now, the most popular is My Hero Academia, so that would be like the
Yeah.
easiest go-to you could do.
See, I feel like Failsafe would be a Hamtaro person.
Oh, Hamtaro is a classic. You're right. Oh, that one's good.
Nah. Yeah. Yep. Cool. Yeah. But yeah, you need a portable teleport control to connect
Okay.
two portals outside of a networked system like this. A new cord.
All right, that's all for my questions. I guess we're lying low for the rest of the week.
Um, I will. I'll. Sorry if you like. I told them before. Henry, my husband has COVID, and my computer sounds like it's gonna explode. So I've kind of been bouncing around trying to make sure he's okay during the game because
No worries.
COVID is no joke.
Yeah.
But no, I was gonna. So if you hear my computer, I'm sorry. It's extremely
Yeah.
loud.
No worries.
But
I just
I'm.
flicked over and
Yeah.
saw Gino's "If he dies, he dies." Jeff, is that what that was for? Or?
Yes, that's what that was for.
Okay. God, I hope he's okay. I hope he doesn't die.
Oh, he's fine. We got our boosters,
Yeah.
so it's like it's nothing that bad. He just feels like crap.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I'm just
Sounds
like
fun.
delivering stuff to him so he doesn't touch anything or sneeze on
Yeah.
anything, so I don't get sick.
Yeah. Damn right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Lock him
but
up. Lock him in a closet.
I should. I really should. No, but I will like talk to Lexian since we've kind of calmed down a little bit. Lexian, should I be expecting some weird stuff now that or I guess Gino might expect like we have powers now. Should we like expect some weird dreams and like visions and other stuff?
I mean, I'll pull Eamon on the conversation and be like, they need to learn how to shield their minds.
Oh, are we like broadcasting right now?
I don't know if we're
Do I need to put
broadcasting,
on a
but
hat?
I'm
you,
assuming it's like somebody turned a channel to open.
yeah, right now you are receiving transmissions and you don't want to, so you want to turn that off.
Oh,
So
okay.
that was something that I didn't do very well, and that is what led us to this.
To the thing we won't talk about. Got it.
And so now I'll help. I'll get Eamon to help you guys set up like shielding your minds, and uh, we'll test your aptitude later, because that takes
Oh,
a
of
while.
course. I wanted to
Takes-
make sure, I'm not doing anything detrimental while I'm just sitting here.
Yeah. I mean, let us know if you have any weird dreams. I mean,
Okay, I could do that.
It's not too fun. You've seen,
Yes, I have.
but
It's not fun.
yeah. And then I guess for a couple of those days we could teach them how to shield their mind.
Yeah, you can at least start the process.
Would we have to like learn the telepathic skill in the process?
Yeah, so you guys don't like you don't learn how to shield your mind yet, but you certainly you start the process. Yeah. Okay. Anything else you guys want to do for the last few days in jump space?
I'm good.
I think I'm good.
I think I'm good too.
All right. Salad. Let's. How about 428? Anything you need to do?
Sorry, I realized I was muted. No, I'm good.
Cool. You're good. All right. So yeah. Yeah. So you guys are like eating your like ration breakfast one morning, and failsafe is sort of standing next to the table, just like watching you guys. That's sort of their like new thing, is just stand there and sort of watch you guys do your thing. They just sort of are now an anthropologist studying humanity as they exist currently. And Failsafe just kind of cocks their head briefly. He goes, "We are exiting jump space. Please accompany me to the bridge. We must make haste. Please gather any goods you need or any equipment you may need, and we will go now." And Failsafe like turns to start walking, and everyone kind of stands like standing in sour, and then they kind of run off to go grab their stuff.
Oh,
And
we'll hop up and go off and grab all the things that are important to me.
yeah, what are you taking?
Yeah.
As far as equipment goes, my standard loadout. I want to take the Gugon and the and one of the a cube with something small around it, and toss it into a backpack.
Mhm.
Wait a minute. Do I want to toss the goo into a backpack?
Hey,
Yes.
is
Yeah.
it just gonna surround
it.
the bag?
So
Yeah.
over the last couple days, you would have noticed that because because of the crash, like your cargo bay is not clean. Like there's debris and detritus that have fallen into it. That the cube is indiscriminate. Like it collects anything that is there and nearby that sits for long enough. So it just continues to grow and collect whatever's next to it, regardless of what it is. And so it is just continuing to grow in your cargo bay, collecting bits of metal that are completely useless and
Right.
hunks of garbage and pieces of cable that have fallen from the ceiling, and it's just continued to grow in your cargo bay.
Maybe we shouldn't take that with us.
Well,
Yeah, maybe not.
I'll bring my standard adventuring gear along with my laser cutting gear. I'll just have to buy new engineer tool set when we get a new ship.
How about weapons?
Yeah, I mean, I got my 2 pistols.
Okay.
I guess I'll
Uh,
ask failsafe. Like, are weapons like a no go?
I have never been on the planet's surface. I've never not been a ship.
All right,
And
well, I'll bring my weapons.
so Gina, you're not bringing the goo gun.
No, we'll leave the goo gun in the goo.
Okay. What
Do
are
you
you bringing then?
Um, I have all my standard stuff: my bullpup, my pistol, my stutter, med kit, um, all this just the normal like medical stuff I carry around with me, anti rads and such.
Okay.
Other than that, I don't really have anything. I'll have my regular armor on, but I'll have the suit attached to me somewhere.
Mhm.
The what is it called? The encounter suit.
Okay. How about Lexian?
Uh, I'll turn to failsafe and ask, do you think we'll be able to get back here again before the ship is dismantled?
I do not know. I
Hmm.
was commissioned for this mission, and I have completed it.
I guess you can't really carry anti-dat shit around with you, can you, Alexian?
No, that's why I'm asking. Because if I could, I absolutely would.
You can't break it down.
I
I
mean, you could. I just don't know how much other
Oh yeah, it's so
with the
gun.
freaking heavy,
cannon,
isn't it?
that shit, the stunner carbine, the GR90.
Yeah, you gotta leave something behind.
Oh,
I mean, the GR90 is easier to replace.
yeah, but it's also more useful than so far anything else that I've used. I'll definitely be bringing the cannon on me. That'll be on my hip. Uh, I'll have the growler. I'll take the growler with me. I kind of want to set up the anti-dat shit with all its stuff in like a way that if we can get back here, I could just easily like grab it and run. But other than that, I'll take just the vac suit and my claw and well the ancient vac suit.
Hmm. And the GR90.
Yeah, that and the growler
That's the
and the
growler.
cannon for right now. Yeah.
Gotcha.
GR90
Okay.
Growler, same thing.
Same thing. Gotcha. Yeah. How about Jinx?
Yeah, I've been thinking. Because really, the only important things to me are my weapons, and I have big weapons. If I can't come back for them, I'm gonna cry. So, I think I'm gonna try to finagle everything, get all my weapons out with armor on and a vac suit. So we're works. Okay.
a lot of weight.
I obviously wear the cape 24/7. I will drag myself. As long as I have a place to put it, it would be great. Let's see. I have the cape on. I'll wear. Since we don't know, I'll probably. Could I wear armor and the vac suit? I can't do that, can I?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
But the vac suit turns into the little thing where you hit the button and it wraps around you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Yeah.
work with the armor, so.
Yeah.
No,
Easy in the
no,
pocket.
you can't wear both at the same time. But what I'm saying is you put your armor on and then have that thing stuck to you somewhere if you're talking about trying to haul
Oh,
everything
that's
with you.
smart. Yeah, I will do that. Yeah, so like I'll put the little vac suit pebble, whatever it is. I'll like pin it on my armor so I get to wear both of those. All right. I will have my claw fist on my hip, my blade on my back. I'll leave the laser pistol. I think I'll be okay without that. I have all my other stuff on. Let me get to everything else. Okay. The stunner and I want to bring the stunner, the laser rifle, the Gatling handgun, and my energy projector with me. Is there any way I could carry all this crap out of the ship? My husband is screaming that I need a golf bag to carry all this stuff, but I don't think we have one of those.
Basically. Yeah, especially because the laser rifle, it has a big
Oh,
backpack.
it needs a backpack. Yeah, that thing
Yeah.
is huge. But I don't want to leave it behind because we might not come back. That's the only thing. Like if I knew we were coming back, I would leave the big shit here, but I don't know.
You might.
It is all
You
replaceable
you
stuff,
also
though.
very well might not. Yeah, like things like the laser
Yeah.
rifle are super common, right? Things like your energy
That's
projector
true.
aren't. I mean, they are, but they aren't, right? Like you went
That's
through.
true.
I went through your
Okay,
test
I will.
made. But
Yeah.
that's also
Okay.
your
This is
longest
what I'll.
range. That's like your long range weapon. Is the
Yeah, the laser
rifle.
rifle is my like long range weapon. But then again, I hit better. I have more close up stuff. But then the energy projector is like a flamethrower and stuff. So technically, kind of bound. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. Since I don't know if we're coming back.
You guys also have 6 disintegrator pistols that nobody's mentioned, and
Oh God.
2 repair tools, a couple psionic belts. What's happening with those? Those also have non-negligible weights.
Oh yeah, I'll take one. Can I wear both psionic belts? Will it work that way?
Like
No.
like one of those ammo belts. I forget what they're called.
Yeah,
Bandoliers.
like wear
You can wear 'em as
crosswise a
Yes.
bandolier. Oh,
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, you can wear them as bandoliers, but I don't think you can wear 2 of them.
Well, I'll definitely be taking one of those.
I mean, I can
what is the
wear
weight on that?
one.
It's not listed, but I feel like it has to have a wow. But at the same time, it's like
Maybe. Well, it could be. I know some of the stuff has a weight of like 0.25 or point something. So maybe it's like 0.5.
What's the weight on the encounter suits?
I mean, that's got to be like, I don't know, what, half a kilo maybe.
Yeah.
It's super minimal. And the same thing with the pistol. Like, what's the weight on a laser pistol?
Laser. Let me get back up to it. It is 2 kg.
Yeah, I think it's like half that. So we'll say it's 1.
1. Okay.
We'll give everything. We'll say that they just like they universalize most of their handheld tools. They're all 1.
Yeah, a laser pistol is probably a lot heavier because it's got the power pack and everything with it, doesn't it?
Does the laser pistol have a power pack?
I mean, it has. No, I believe.
Yeah.
I think you said with that one you can charge it on the ship, but I barely used it, but I did get it, and I'm pretty sure you said that when I bought it. I have a lot of magazines for it too,
Alright, because I
like
know,
extras.
like the stunner, it's got its own built-in power supply, and it's only half a kilo.
Oh, it's half. It's
Yeah.
half. Okay. Yeah. Then
Mhm,
the
mhm,
sonic
mhm.
the disintegrator pistol can be half. That's fine.
Okay.
The
All
translating
right.
device is negligible. I think
I'm
the
gonna
encounter's good. It's like
pull.
half.
I'm gonna pull all my weapons near where we're leaving, like near the entrance of this ship. So if I can come back, I can run and grab it.
Yeah.
But I am gonna like set the laser rifle like right by the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna pet it and be like, I will come back for you because I will leave it behind. Because the other two are like handmade items that are gonna be much harder to snag ever again. So I'll take the GAT handgun and the energy projector and the stunner and the claw fist and my blade with the other stuff I said. That should be okay. And I'll leave the laser pistol and the laser rifle behind. But if we have to come back for one thing, I'll get the rifle because that thing is great.
If it was
And I
anybody
think
other
that's
than
it.
Jinx, I would. There's no way I would let that fly. But I trust that Jinx is the one person who would have like enough holsters on her body.
Oh,
To, like,
I
to,
foresee
yeah.
like I have one of those huge holsters like
Yeah.
Edward Kenway from Assassin's Creed 4 with like the holsters on the front. I have that like
Yeah.
all over
Just
my body. Yeah. They're
yeah.
all over the place.
Yeah. I'll take it. Okay. Cool. Yeah. All right. You guys
Yeah, I
have
think
the
I'm pretty close to limit with the one. I'll take one disintegrator pistol. I guess I'll take the 4-shot one, or
okay.
either the 4
Yeah.
or the 3.
So who has a disintegrator pistol?
I think with all my stuff I can't carry anymore. I'm not even gonna try to carry anymore because I have a lot of stuff.
They're each like like I said, half a kilo. They're not super heavy.
Yeah, you could always, if you've got any kind of stuff in a backpack to stuff in, you could stuff one of those in there easy enough just to carry with you.
What
And
was the
then
weight on?
go ahead.
Sorry. What was the weight
Very
on the
good.
Scion gem belt?
We'll say half a kilo as well.
Okay.
And then Sour, Danny, or Eamon can also always take one.
I mean,
Yeah, I think everybody gets a disintegrator pistols. Disintegrator pistols for everybody.
All right.
You
So
would get
who has
disintegration.
who's got what?
I have a lot of space left on technically. I can go up to 23 kilograms, and I'm currently at 7.5.
Yeah.
I will math it out
Yeah.
and let me see. Because I can minus
How
some and
much does
add some more.
that shit weigh?
How much does anti-dat shit weigh? 7 kilograms.
That would be like almost the only thing I could carry. I can only carry 8 kilograms.
Yeah. So like I
Is that
could
using
technically.
your 13 strength or your regular strength?
That's using the regular.
Okay, cool. Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Sorry. That is using whatever the encumbrance table has given me.
Hmm,
It says 23 kilograms.
nice.
Uh, yeah, because like my lethal kit involves the cannon, which is 0.7 kilograms, growler at 5.2, the encounter suit at 1, and the Scion gem belt at 0.5, and that's only 7.5 kilos total.
Yeah, so you could take, your
Anti-dat
big
shit.
big honking snipers.
You know what? I'll strap that onto my
Go back.
I'll strap that onto my back.
Yeah, I truly cannot carry much more because 13 is my limit, and I'm actively carrying 9.5.
Yeah.
I did math, and I actually have room for like maybe one pistol and one of those disintegrator pistols, and that's it. I would
Okay.
be pushing it after that.
Do you have one on your sheet right now? The 3-shot one?
I do. I did grab the 3-shot one, so I'll keep that one on me. But I literally can't carry anything else.
Okay.
The energy projector is stealing all my weight because I'm getting all the fuel too, and that's a lot.
Yeah.
I guess I can take the other belt.
And then yeah, so just. And then there's one more repair tool if anybody wants that. Or I mean, 428 could take both repair tools. I don't know why you wouldn't just want a second one.
Yeah, I'm probably carrying the repair tools. How much do they weigh?
Half a kilo.
Did I name
Cool.
my bullpup the puppy at some point, or did somebody else do that?
I don't know. I didn't.
I didn't change. I didn't do it.
I mean, it's definitely possible it's something I did.
I was gonna say I don't even know how to do that, so I assume you did it.
Uh,
The
I
puppy.
don't think we have
That's
access to.
hilarious.
I don't think we
Yeah,
have
no,
access to yours.
everyone's got it's
Oh,
on the that's funny. I didn't change it.
Hmm.
Yeah. The puppy.
Is it
See if I can get this thing to
safe?
auto calculate the weight.
Should we just put the TL of any of this ancient stuff to be like 18, 20, irrelevant?
It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant.
Just literally not applicable because no one
Yeah.
knows.
X.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, you didn't say that the encounter suit was 1, or are you talking about the
TL1.
individual items that he has?
I think
It
it's talking
sure
about
is
the
a
technology
TL1.
level.
Oh, okay. Oh, the tech level. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about weights.
It's TL Drunken 8.
Yeah. TL magic.
Okay, that doesn't work. Putting the weights of my equipment down in the equipment on purpose person. I expected it to total up the bottom and then put it on my total character weight, but it's not.
No, that's where I put my like loadouts that I was using, but
Uh-huh.
it hasn't been doing anything. Otherwise, I would have been at like 50 kilograms.
So do we have stats on these disintegrator pistols?
I can give them to you. Can I?
And
I mean, I can give you what the laser pistol says, and you can like bounce off that if you want. Because I
well,
have the
I
laser
I
pistol
meant like the
printout.
exact
It's in
range
the book.
and
Yeah.
damage and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was in the book or not, which is why I offered.
No, it's in the book. It's just like I think it's irrelevant because I think it does what it says on the tin.
Oh,
But
hey,
don't take my word.
Oh, it just
for that.
disintegrates.
hey, I figured it out. In the equipment on person, where it has the number beside it, like at the very start, if you change it to a 1, it adds it to your total at the bottom and it adds it to your encumbrance on the top.
Ah, so that way you can basically equip and unequip things.
Yeah. That makes so much more sense. So in total, I am at 14.4 kilograms out of 23. So, and I am at the okay status. So I would double check that and make sure that you're not over encumbered.
If my bullpup's getting called the puppy, then my stunner needs a name too. So it'll just be Stone Cold. And I guess if Jinx is keeping the 3-shot, I'll grab the extra 6-shot then.
ESC. Oh, it's such a black. Yeah, we'll go with that. That works for me. Why not? So there's a matter disintegrator in the Central Supply catalog, which is a long arm, but this is an ancient's weapon, so it's it's a pistol. Two double D damage, which is that's vehicle scaled weapon, vehicle scaled damage. So it's two. You roll 2D and then you times it by 10. Damage.
Did you say 2d times 10 damage?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which functionally is basically
Okay.
that it does do what it says in the tin. If you're not wearing Don't Be Disintegrated armor, it will basically kill you. Because that means at like max damage is 120. Like,
Holy crap.
Yeah, minimal damage is still
it's
to
still
what,
it's
20?
still, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like you accidentally just shot their toe.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a roll to hit or is it just damage?
Yeah, there's a roll to hit. You still have to aim correctly. And
Okay.
it is 0G.
And it's 0G. Okay.
Range is 10. So it is not super
Ah,
not
short
great
range.
Yeah.
Range 10. Well, I live in the short range.
And I'm assuming it's gun combat energy.
Yeah.
You live in the short range, I live in the long range.
Yes. Mwah, ha 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 ha.
Although now you could probably go a little bit longer range too, depending on your skills.
Yeah, if I start learning things, then yes.
Don't worry, it'll only take what, a month for the assessment, 2 weeks for the
500
assessment or
years,
something.
I know. Oh, I mean, depending on how long we stay at this place, we could actually have the assessment done here. Depending, I guess. Maybe.
There might need to be an assessment here. If they're going to help us out, they might just be able to like beam shit into our heads.
Oh, God, that would be great.
Would it though?
Of course it would. I mean, depending on what it is obvious.
All right. Everybody ready?
Give a tearful goodbye to my laser guns as I leave.
We don't actually know if we're leaving yet.
Yeah, you guys go to the bridge and says, all right.
I
back
mean,
to
we're
your ship."
leaving the ship, so I give them a tearful goodbye. Yes, it's a sad day.
All right.
Cool. So Do I have? I don't think I do.
Well, why not?
Oh, I don't know. Just cause that's the way they crumbled cookie. It's et. Should though. Nope. But yeah, you guys get up to the bridge, and I'm just trying to see if I can do something real quick. Hey, I can. There we go. I'll get us a picture for it real quick. You see through one of the viewports that begins to open up. The ship is coming out of jump space, and you're just in empty space. You can see stars in the distance. You can, you know, you can see maybe little bits of the space debris floating around. And then there are like forward lights on this ship floating about. And oh, I already had it. Never mind. And the lights move forward, and you see another teleport, like portal. But this one is like 120, 130 times bigger than the ones that you've been going through. It is massive. And the ship just slowly makes its way forward and plunges through. And you feel a kind of a sickening churn in your stomach as you just seem to go somewhere else. Let me get you a little picture of what you see as you start going through.
It's a big ass teleporter.
It is. It's a big ass teleporter. There it is.
Oh, well, damn.
Yeah. There you are. Nothing's in front of that, right? So that's what you're seeing?
No, yeah, it's in front of
Okay,
everything.
cool. Yeah, so it's just the ship is, you can see the little ripples on the almost liquid covered portal as it begins to go through. And yeah. The ship carries you through the portal. Like I said, there's that kind of sickening moment of like almost discontinuity, and it's like you're that transition from jump space to real space, but it's way more intense. You know instantly that you're somewhere else. You when you came out of jump space, you saw stars in the distance, you saw things like that, and now you just see like a softly glowing kind of milky void in every direction. You see a planet, like you see a star with one star. You see planets, but you don't see any other stars. You just see that softly glowing milky void in kind of every direction. The ship drops down into the atmosphere of the closest planet, and you glimpse structures below, huge domes, monolithic shapes that must be bigger than mountains. And you can make them out from this altitude. And there's a shudder, and you realize that those spheres that you were kind of exploring are beginning to detach from the ship and fly past and go off in different directions, followed by another sphere and another sphere as the ship begins to break up. And they're some of them going to the left, some of them going to the right. It's the ship is just completing whatever its mission was. A few of the spheres even seem to detach, kind of swoop up around. You see them kind of come up over. You feel a shudder in the ship, and you see them now attached with more of those like long coiled tendrils wrapped around the godwit, carrying it off onto the horizon, and the ship begins to land at a starport that looks like it hasn't seen travelers or people come to it in millennia.
I should make that shit.
Did you say it just like hauled the Godwin off?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 3 of these spheres just attached to the goblet hauled it off.
I don't think we'll be going back to the ship, guys.
You can see. You can give me a recon check if you want to.
I silently cry at the loss.
I will
Of another
gladly
ship.
give a recon check. Do you want just one person
It's-
or?
Take a group check if after you succeed.
I got a 14.
I got a 13.
Sorry, I didn't hear the modifiers for the roll.
Just int.
Recon check.
With int.
Recon check.
Hey, it is
Yep,
after
that
9
was about
o'clock.
right.
Use
Oh.
some luck if you have to.
You know what? It's only a little funny. 1.
What was Jinx's? Jinx, what was your roll? You're going green, but you're silent. I mean, maybe or
Here's Jinx has died.
Hello.
Inhale.
No,
There
you
we
can't
go.
hear me. You can hear me now? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got a 11.
Okay.
A 1-1.
Cool. But you say 1, Doom? Does 420 have a negative?
Yes.
You've no recon?
I have no recon.
Ah, okay.
Don't you
I
have a
have
+1 in your
rolled-
int though?
Yeah, I still
Those
have a
-3.
-2.
Oh
Oh
man.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I have rolled
yeah,
a
so-
0, a 1, and a 1.
Holy
so far.
crap.
Oh man.
We need to teach you how to see things.
Did you go and get your new dice?
Oh yeah.
No, I still have them.
mm,
Yeah, not yet.
you guys can all take 2 general experience points. And why don't
We have to spend those now, right?
Yeah, why don't we spend those? Yeah.
Oh man, I have to look that up again.
Yes.
Well, I
Oh,
sure have
man.
been doing a lot of recon.
Can we? Okay. Since we are now psionic, well, me and Josh
Can't
are
spend them on
psionic.
on
Can we put
psionics.
points into it yet?
No.
You can't?
Yeah, you can't spend them on psionics.
Okay.
Now, if you could, that would be amazing.
I
but you
just I
can't.
wanted to double check before.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
From this trip, is it possible? Like, can I justify Scientology or psionic?
We're going off the deep end, damn it.
Well said,
Dude. Oh my god.
I was like, I didn't just hear that right, did I?
No, you heard it. You heard, yeah. I mean,
He's bringing Scientology into the game. Great.
Yeah. Psionicology.
Psionicology. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I mean, if that's what you want to spend your XP on, yeah. I mean, probably.
I'm getting a flat in recon. Or well, hold on, let's see. Getting a flat is 1.
Yeah, to 0. Yeah.
Yeah, to 0. Sorry, and then to get up to a 1, do I need 2?
You would
No,
need
just
one.
1.
Yeah, you
okay, perfect.
Yeah, you would need
I'm
2
getting
total to get it to a
recon-
1.
From nothing.
Yeah, from nothing.
Okay, yeah.
You would need to use both of your.
I'm getting a flat in recon because like I don't need to be good at it. I just need to not have it negative. And then I'm gonna put a 1 in psionicology
Okay.
because I feel like we're gonna run into that a lot.
I think I want to go archaeology. I'm assuming that works since we've been dealing with lots of ancient stuff.
Yeah.
And see, I feel like another science would be good.
I'm probably gonna do the same as Doom, except get my recon from 0 to 1, and then put a 0 into science so that I can not be that much of a jarhead.
Oh, I can delete these things off my GM
There. Yay.
thing.
Now I can have a not negative modifier for all sciences.
Oh, the clutter. The clutter on my Roll20 page.
What sciences do you have at 1, Doom?
So far, I only have psionicology at 1. Everything else is just a flat 0.
Okay. Trying to think. I feel like cosmology could be one that I could go for now, possibly.
Yeah. Planetology is also
Planetology, possibly,
that's a
yeah.
pretty popular one. Robotics would be pretty big. I don't think physics has popped up yet. History.
Yeah. Chemistry, I don't think works. I've not really did anything chemistry wise.
Yeah. I mean, astronomy and biology is just flat. I do find it a little funny that economics is under science. Like, I get it, I guess, but it just seems mildly out of place.
I mean, it's a mathematical system.
Yeah, that's what I say. Like, I get it, but it just like it's weird to see all of these like very science-based fields and then economics. I'm like, sure, I suppose.
I think as a doctor, biology and chemistry would just be really helpful.
I've got biology at 1 already. I came with that at 1.
Wow.
Can I be justified in moving chemistry to 1 with what we've been doing?
I'm not so sure.
Yeah, that's kind of my
Yeah.
thing. I was trying to think. I can't think of anything I did chemistry wise because I would like to get it to 1, but I don't think it fits here.
Yeah.
I mean, you had initially suggested cosmology, which, well, I mean, was the stuff we did cosmic based?
What is the difference between astronomy and cosmology?
I looked
Is
it up in
astronomy just the location of things, and cosmology is like the
cosmology is
Makeup?
the history and how things got to where they are, and astronomy is where things currently are and where they're probably going to be. Because I
think
looked
of
it
it
up
as
whenever you said it
astronomy.
earlier, and I was like, what is the difference? And like
I
cosmology is the like history of how things happened and stuff, like
Yeah.
space wise.
I always think of it as astronomy is understanding locations, while cosmology is understanding why they're there.
Yeah, this Google blurb
Okay.
says from Britannica.com, astronomy is the study of objects and phenomena beyond Earth, whereas cosmology is a branch of astronomy that studies the origin of the universe and how it has evolved.
So I felt like I could apply either one of those based
Yeah.
on what we've been doing.
Either one will be fine.
I think I'll go cosmology because archaeology cosmology seems to kind of make sense with us dealing with ancients.
Yeah, I can see it. I mean, cosmology is just nice to have as an astronomer as well.
What's Jinx doing?
I'm still thinking because I don't know. I'm tempted Since I have some XP stockpiled for endurance, I could do that, but I don't know if endurance would make sense after everything we just did.
I mean, we did a lot of exploring.
You're talking about
We
like the
did.
stat endurance?
Yeah.
You'd
I'm
have to stockpile
stockpiling
so
XP
much
for
though,
that.
wouldn't you?
I mean, it's up. I have 1 out of 11. It would take me a long time.
I mean, that would get
But
you to 3 out of 11.
Yes. So that was my go-to because I can't really think of anything else that would be that helpful.
Was somebody working towards a characteristic increase?
That was yeah, Jinx.
That's me.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna put it to that because it's gonna take me a very long time. Okay. But I'm sure it'll
So,
be fine.
well, can I ask before she dumps all of her general XP forever into this? Do we have enough campaign left for her to increase that by a single point?
How many points do you need?
Oh, that's true. I need.
What's your score now?
I mean, I'm 3 out of 11, so I need 8 more XP to bump it up 1 point.
8?
Does that
8.
increase your modifier?
Uh.
Yeah, that's a good
Oh
question.
no,
Oh,
that
I
feels
wouldn't do it.
stupid.
Can,
Then.
Because then you
can
have
she
to do it
have
a
her
second
one
time.
she put in there before back?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I started on that. That I'm tempted
I
to
mean,
put
I guess
it.
the only thing with doing it that would be beneficial is your endurance is part of your HP, so it gives you an HP increase. But at
Nah,
this
I bet
point,
that's what I
like
was thinking about. But
at this
yeah.
point, the skills are going to be more beneficial.
Mm-hmm. Need to do
Um,
7.
like yeah, we're gonna have enough. 8, you said?
Oh, I'm at a 10
That's-
for
You
endurance right
could
now, but I would
you
need
could
8
put
more XP
you
to
could
get it
put
up
one of
1.
one of the points to athletics endurance.
I have. I could make it a 2, so that would use 2 of the points
Yeah.
if I'm remembering correctly. I
Mhm.
I might do that. I'll do that.
Or
Yeah, I'll do that.
you still
And
got 1 point left then.
yeah, I'm training on science, but can I still just put a 0 in science because I'm literally stupid? Is that how that? Can I just still do that?
You'd have to the science you were learning would have to be a specialization then.
I could do that. 0 science. I'll train in. What have we been doing? I guess I'll train in. What would be a good one? Astronomy. Let me add that in there. I think that would make sense.
You could be robotics.
Oh, that's even better.
It goes
Ro-
along with your
With
remote
my
op.
remote ops. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Got it. We good.
Jinx just loves her little. She loves her
I
little robots
love.
and drones.
Yeah, it's like in what is it? Call of Duty with those little RC cars. That's me.
Oh my god. Yeah.
You're using an RCXD and just blowing everybody up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Blowing up
Next, you're going to
everybody.
learn chemistry so you can build bombs on them.
Oh, I need to do that. Oh god, that would be great.
Or I guess there's an explosives talent. I guess you would just go with that.
I mean, I am trained in explosives, so you
Yeah.
know that
So
could
yeah,
work.
you could definitely like make RC cars with C4 once you learn
Oh,
robotics.
this is great.
Yeah.
Oh
I
man.
love where this is going. This is great.
Jinx, I
God,
think we
yeah.
call that chemical warfare.
Ancient's tech is at least it's TL25 plus, so it's
Good
at a
God.
What?
at a minimum. At a minimum,
What?
and it's just I just came across a stat block, and so at a minimum it's TL25.
TL20 is that for the disintegrator
There's a
thing?
plus. No, that's for something else.
Oh.
That's for something else. That's been around for a long time as well. So at a minimum, it's the
That's
TL25.
So I could put
insane.
the encounter suit as tech level 25.
I would still put it as X because who knows? Yeah.
That just implies that
It's negligible.
the most basic of technology is 25, and anything that's rare or like what they considered advanced must be like 40 or something insane.
I mean, it goes back to that first moment, right, where you guys were looking at the suit with Sour, and it was just like it's so alien, and it's because they're just operating on such a completely different level. But yeah, okay. So you guys got your XP spent.
Yes.
Yep.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yep.
So yeah, with 3 successful recon checks, you see that you're coming into this starport, and it's made from this like dark gray substance. Kind of looks like stone, maybe. But you also notice that the Godwit is being carried off on the horizon into a kind of a ship graveyard, like starship graveyard, that stretches for kilometers, sort of in most directions. So it's out there. You'd have to kind of crawl through this like ship graveyard for miles, right? But it's out there somewhere over the rainbow. Yeah, but the ship touches down in the starport, and everything kind of goes dark. And there's one central structure consisting of a tall tower overlooking a sprawling set of domes.
So what happens now, Failsafe?
I believe passengers were meant to enter the starport.
Well, you're a passenger now too. You coming?
I suppose I am. I will accompany you. Yes. And yeah, failsafe like leads you through a teleporter that takes you to a remaining pod with an iris hatch that opens up to an exit, and it almost you kind of you exit out, and the starport opens up into a transit system underground that uh like you kind of go down this ramp, right? Like under the ground, and you step out. The first thing you notice is you step out onto that gray rocky substance, and it almost gives a little bit. Like it's a little. There's a little bit of give to it, as if it's not quite foam, not quite stone, but like a sort of combination of the two. It's still like it's not going to break or scrape or anything under you. It's must be resilient, but for whatever reason, it's relatively soft. And you follow this ramp down, and you enter through an airlock. And as you guys enter through this first airlock, a light kind of goes down. It's Stone. It's Stone. They call me Stone. And you're scanned. You seem to be like bioscanned. Um, and they oh gosh, there's 2 of you. So at first it scans all of you, and then both 428 and Jinx, you're then phone. You're scanned with an even higher power laser beam that illuminates every cell in your body in sequence, which looks disturbing, but isn't immediately. It's not painful or like uncomfortable at all. It doesn't. You don't feel anything, but it's like every cell in your body, every different type of cell is illuminated by this scan, and like you're just in this room getting every part of your body scanned with this like high powered laser. And for 428, it's probably over quickly because I feel like you don't have that many cells to your gelatinous body. But for Jinx, it's just going on and on and on. It's somewhat
428's a single celled amoeba.
yeah. It just lights up quickly and then it's over. Yeah,
Mhm.
It's
Like,
just
that
a
was
quick
fast.
flash.
yeah. But for Jinx, it's kind of horrific looking. She's getting just like
And no pain, right? It just
no
looks
pain.
weird. Okay.
Just looks weird. Yeah. And then a door on the other end, another airlock door opens up.
I guess we go that way.
I mean, I think that's the only way we can go. I guess I'll head off towards it.
Alright,
Take up the
everyone
point
goes through.
position.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, Eamon's human. He's just a shirt Donnie. Cool. Yeah. So everyone goes through the next room. In this room, another scan goes over, and as you're getting scanned, again, this takes longer for Jinx because she's got more weapons than everyone else. So as this scanner is going through, a little hologram of every weapon that you have on your body starts getting illuminated over your head, and it's just you can see like a whole like sort of blueprint of the weapon is just shown over your body. This is like the most invasive TSA scan of all time, right? And so every weapon you have on your body, bladed weapon, gun, whether it's projectile based, laser based, every weapon you've got on your body, all of your cybernetic implants, everything that you have is projected over your body briefly and shown.
Is it
Wow.
is it basically scanning anything that is either an augmentation or a considered quote unquote threat?
That's a good question. Give me a sensors check with int.
All right. Sensors.
You could do this. I believe in you.
Let's see. I have a +2. Hey, a 10.
Hey.
Not that it necessarily
nice.
means much for alien tech, but
You would guess. It seems like that's what it's doing. Yeah. Also, as this is happening, will everyone except for 428, because you were kind of like trying to think about what it's doing. Everyone else, will you give me a recon check? This is hearing based, so Jinx, you can give me your bonus. You're like +1.
I'll bomb that one. 6.
oh, a 6. What a bad roll.
A 10.
And
Well, that was a 1 and a 2 for me.
I
Oh,
got a
wow.
12.
Jinx and Lexian, you guys hear a like humming sound as this is happening. A small like every time like one of those like a new thing comes up. Every time a new weapon like comes up, it goes.
I must be thinking about each one of them.
I'm gonna try to look to find the source of this noise. Like, is it
It just
coming
seems
out
like
of
it's
the wall?
coming from kind of all over.
Interesting.
And once they've kind of gone through again, like everyone else is done, and you guys all turn and look over, and it's still going for Jinx. It's like she's
Oh
got
yeah,
like
it
4
takes
more
me like 10 or
weapons.
15
Yeah.
extra minutes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And finally, there's one more door at the end of the hallway that opens up. There's a third door, and yeah, one more room. I guess there's more rooms after it, but there's another door.
I'll head in.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Everyone
away you
goes
go.
in. You're scanned once more, and like a little strand of your genetic codes is sort of pulled up, and it like flashes red, and the scan just stops. The room is still illuminated, and like you see 7 different like habitats shown, and none of the like all the habitats flash red, and the doors, all the like the door in front of you refuses to open.
What?
I feel like it doesn't know where to put us.
Failsafe, could you tell them, like, we were able to be okay in whatever you made on the ship? Maybe you could like say, hey, do this, and that would help.
Well, you were not originally you were not part of the ship's original crew, nor were you intended to be delivered here. Therefore, there were likely no habitats designed for you.
They don't have a place in the zoo for us.
Huh.
Zoo? Ah, yes. A. Uh, yes, yes.
Is there any way we can? Is there any like thing in here we can use to contact someone?
You don't see
Other
anything. Yeah.
like if we can't get out of here, this is a stupid way for us to all die. Um,
No, I won't die. I will just wait here until someone else comes through. I suppose this is better than my last 300,000 years.
Uh-huh.
hey, Doom, you brought your new toy with you, didn't you?
I sure did.
How about we
So
just make our own door?
I think my only fear is I'd hate to accidentally activate some security protocol.
I guess that's true. But maybe that would get a response.
That sure would.
Hopefully not automated guns.
Just like 17 turrets dropped from the ceiling.
Just disintegrate us. That would be a great ending.
um, is there any discernible? What's the word? Fuck. I mean, I don't know what the alien equivalent of like an intercom would be.
No, there's no like communications panel or anything like that.
It's just a room and denied access.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can hold up one of the weapons. That might like trigger the security thing.
I mean, I got explosive rounds on the cannon and anti-dat shit, so I mean, like,
Have we seen any sign? Okay, we've seen like technology and alien stuff, but have we seen any signs of life?
and that brings me to my next point. Hi, Scion here. Um, First off, I've been pretty much wearing the belt 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
So, how many extra points would I have?
Yeah, if you've worn it for like a full day, the all the gems on it are lit up, and
And
you
you
have
said that
all
there
your
was, I think, 6 or 7.
do you have it written down?
That's the thing. I had it. I just don't know where at though.
It was 6.
It was 6. Okay.
Right
Yeah.
on your character sheet. That's why you got a character sheet.
Yeah, 6 crystals on the belt. There we go.
But did the
I
second
had,
belt have the same amount of crystals? We didn't get
I
that
think
information.
the second belt had. I thought the second belt had fewer crystals.
I don't, yeah, I'm not
you
for
didn't
sure. I
give
don't,
us a number. You
yeah.
just said that we found a second one.
Uh, let's say 5 crystals. Oh, because you just found the second belt.
Yeah, we just found the second belt.
There you go, 5 crystals.
I guess I would have that one fully charged then, because,
Yeah,
or no, I just put it on as we were leaving. I hadn't been wearing it.
yeah, that's true. So it probably has a. What's your size? 1, 2?
2.
So you're down to 1, and it has 1 gem lit up. Yeah. This is your escape room, guys. There are no clues, and there's, I guess, 2 doors. There's the door you came in, and the door you can leave through.
I'm still of the
Um,
opinion we just cut the other door.
well, I do want to do a life detection here real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
I I use this so often, yet I forget which one it always falls under. It's telepathy. So I have a +3. That is a 10-13.
What's the range on it again?
It is distant. It is 5 kilometers, up to 5 kilometers.
5 kilometers. You like you don't sense much of anything. You sense, like maybe some animal life, but that's about it.
Not sensing much of anything other than like animals, really.
Can other people with psionics shield themselves from that detection?
Yes, they
That's
can.
a fair point.
The only other thought is that they could be robots or androids.
Scariest of all droids.
Well, I mean, if we don't have any other choices, I could start cutting, I guess.
All right. What about your tool? You give me a mechanics check within.
Sure can. A 10.
10. Yeah, you cut through this door pretty quickly. This tool makes quick work of it too. You just go like right down the seam of the door, and then you're able to like pull it aside pretty easily, and it opens up into a circular room with a I'm trying to figure out how to describe this. It's like a semicircular light that's kind of spinning.
Mm-hmm.
And you also see, at the center, there's a circular chamber, in the middle of which is a huge semicircle of silver light that slowly rotates around the vertical axis. Um, and yeah, I guess it's not originally rotating until you start to approach the room, or like the center of the room, that it starts to rotate. You also notice off to the side, there's another one of those teleport controls, that circle with the big button in the middle, but instead of 5 dots, 5 little dots, there's only 3, and there are none of those dots, those medium-sized stones. There's just those 3 little dots that you would like the buttons to like the direction controls you would put in.
I forgot. We never ever did touch those medium ones.
No, you did not.
And we didn't ask about them.
I referenced
Hey.
them a couple times, and you guys never
Yeah.
touched them.
We could always ask now.
Too late. Too late. That part. Yes, those controls are in my other brain, back on the ship.
Ah, darn.
Yes, but yeah.
Guess we just do the old hit buttons trick.
Currently, none of the lights are lit, but it does look like whatever this thing is active.
What do we think? Do we start with 1 or do we start with 1, 2, 3? 1, 2, 3 was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 was home base on the ship. So maybe 1, 2, 3 takes you to the central area for this.
Maybe. Let's try it.
Beep 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 boop.
It doesn't activate. The light stops spinning. It shuts down. 1, 2, 3. It doesn't activate.
Maybe this is home base. So let's try
Maybe.
1.
Okay, 1.
It's just the first one you're lighting up.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you do that. The light comes back, begins to spin. Yeah, and you guys step through.
Are we on a new map or are we still on the same?
There's no map currently.
Oh, okay.
So you, who steps through first?
As always.
Excellent. And I guess everyone else follows.
At this point, I don't think you have to ask.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll just always be the point.
Always be, yeah. So yeah, Lexington goes through. Everyone else kind of goes through a little bit. You know, there's no blenders. You don't see like blood and guts come back your direction. So you're like, oh, well, it must be safe. And you guys step through, and you see a vast field of what looks like broken machine parts and just various bits of, I don't know, possibly like aluminum bars of various, shades and things like that. But also not what's that? Not mirage, but like that heat shimmer,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not heat, right? Because you feel the warmth and it just feels like a kind of like a nice spring day. But you can see off in one section of this junkyard or whatever this is, you can see where visibly the light and everything is so distorted where it's like caving in and coming back out in a section. And um there are like visible atmospheric distortions in this like kind of one section of this area. There's also like this pillar of white metal sticking up um, straight in the air and just coming out of a piece of junk. There's this block of green matter marked with these crazy geometrical features, kind of at a funky angle, sticking out. Um, there's these small black discs kind of all across like this desert floor, and it's just all these various things. And then you start to see coming up over this trash are these six-legged beetle-looking things, but and these are large, right? These are the size of, we'll say, VW beetles, right? Um,
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, and they are on six legs, but these are robots, and they have a drill and what looks like maybe some sort of like laser device. They are coming up over these things, and you seem to have drawn their attention as they are now approaching this citadel that you are on top of, this like kind of stepped building that you are on top of.
I'll
And
quickly
these are
punch
guys.
Alexian on the arm. Slug bug. I think we should get out of here.
I mean, I'm inclined to agree.
You also start to hear over your like well, I guess you don't keep your like uh
Are you asking if we
your
keep the
plans
comms
just
open?
yeah, you don't just keep them tuned into like random radio waves, right?
I would keep it tuned into friendly radio waves that we know of,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
not
You're currently you haven't
full
been
random
sending it.
ones.
You're just talking to each other
Yeah.
verbally. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, you're good. Okay. What are you gonna do?
I got my vote.
And it's turn around and run.
Yeah,
Uh,
just
I mean,
backwards back through the portal.
honestly, that doesn't sound like too bad of an idea.
We need to get the hell out of here.
I mean, yeah, okay.
Yeah, this does
I,
not seem like a great location to go experimenting.
yeah, no, okay. Turn around and head back through.
Okay. Yeah, you head back to the starport.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and yeah, you're back at the starport.
I guess we'll try 2 next.
Okay, so blank 2 blank.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. So, you guys step through. You first hear maybe a bird. You think it's sounds like a bird call at first, and then you look around and you realize you're in like a kind of like a a bucolic countryside. It's nice compared to the last place you were in. It's downright hospitable. There are small forests around you, wild grasslands. It's it's pretty. Um, you just get that kind of weird feeling that it was just one bird call, not chirp chirp, chirp chirp, not bird song back and forth, just one bird call. And maybe it's Jinx, probably is because I think Jinx, it's the sound, and then there's a scent on the air,
Uh-oh.
and your hackles start to raise a little bit, and the next thing you know, a shot rings out, and Jinx, oh god,
Am I dead?
no, you're not dead, but
Okay.
you do get shot. You're wearing armor though. You're good, right?
Yes, I am wearing armor.
Yeah. You take
Holy crap.
14 damage minus your armor as a gun,
So that's 2.
slug thrower, projectile
Slug.
weapon, bam, shoots out from one of these like forested areas, boom, hits you, and we will enter initiative.
Oh, God.
I'm curious where we are if a slug was used.
6 for me.
5.
10.
Nine.
Okay. And I think, even though it's a little on the early side, but knowing that combat tends to, unless, are you guys gonna fight or are you guys gonna run back to the spaceport?
I mean,
I plan on
personally,
running.
yeah, and if we can get
Personally.
if we can get back to the spaceport, then I can still do first aid on Jinx.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think we can play that scene out then. Cool. Give me one sec. Let me just see. Shit. Okay. I'll roll initiative for them together. That's good. You guys will be all right. You just roll initiative for your friends. Yeah, you'll be fine. Okay. Lexian, you're up first.
Gun will be instantly up and in my hands,
Mm-hmm.
scanning towards the direction of where I heard the gunshot come from.
Okay.
But I will just kind of yell at everybody, back, get back, back through the portal. We're not staying. And then, like, I'll essentially take a knee and just kind of like aim in the direction that I heard it come from.
Okay.
And then I'll be
Do
the
you want to
last one through the portal.
do anything with your action at all, or?
I mean, I guess I could squeeze off a shot in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, I'll do that. I'll squeeze off a shot, just kind of like covering fire. Since I don't really know exactly where they are,
Yeah.
so
So I mean, so they're using like they're not using silenced weapons or anything like that. You know where the shot came from. Like it's not hidden. You heard it.
so
You probably
so
saw the
I
muzzle
can
flash. You can
I
see like a shadowy figure from one of these tree lines that shot at you. You can see like the figure. Yeah, it looks it fairly big, like maybe lithe, but like tall. And it looks pretty familiar figurish wise. You would guess it's maybe bigger than Vargar you've seen before, but it looks very Vargar-y.
Okay, well then I will definitely take a shot at them.
Okay.
I will not be using the auto feature. I will be using the burst feature,
Okay.
which, hey, Josh, how does that work again?
You add whatever your auto number is to your damage, and it fires.
One burst.
Yeah, one burst, which is that number. So if it's a 3, then you fire 3 rounds and you add 3 to your damage.
Okay, so I have auto 3, so that would be 3 rounds.
Yep.
Okay, I will do that. I have a +3. 12 total.
It does not matter because when you pull the trigger, your gun clicks and does not fire.
Shit.
Yep. Jinx.
So they are at long range. I am.
No. Yeah, I guess probably is.
I was gonna say, are they
What's the range of your? I mean, for your pistols because you don't have your rifle. Yeah, they're at long range for you.
my
Yes.
my poor rifle? I'm gonna miss that thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
the disintegrator range is 10. Almost everything else I have is melee range, except for the stunner. But even that's 10 too. So yeah, if they're out of 10 range, I'm assuming it's long range for me.
Mhm.
Just get through the portal.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run, dash, whatever, just not paying attention and just running full tilt.
Yeah. You just back through the portal. Cool. Uh, Sour, Eamon, Danny, boom, they go through the portal. Gino.
Um, I'll look over Lexian and I'll just nod and see if he nods back.
Go.
And I'll dive back through. And when I get through the other side, I'll start performing first aid on Jinx.
Okay.
We're gonna if 428 leaves too, we're leaving poor Lexian alone over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Yeah, you can jump through. Yeah, you want to do a forced aid roll for Jinx?
Yes. $14.
Nice. So
So that heals for the effect. So that's heal for 6.
yeah, she only took 2, I think, right?
Yeah, I only took 2, so you're good. I'm back up to full.
So it was a graze. It was a graze anyway with the 2. So you like get it bandaged up. She's good. 428.
How far is Lexian from the portal?
Not far. I think he stepped up, kneeled, or knelt.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm turning my gauntlet into a riot shield. and I'm standing right in front of Lexian. I'm gonna say, "All right, Lexian, what's the plan?"
We're gonna get out of here.
Do you want me to wait for you, or do you want me to go now?
I mean,
I will say initiative wise,
That's a lot of conversation for one turn. Yeah, I think
but
that's
All right,
and
all right.
initiative wise, if you're trying to decide meta what to do, you staying there and offering a shield is potentially the safest
yeah.
because then you
Yeah.
both get to go next before this guy goes.
I
Also,
need to figure out what to
deciding
do.
what you want to do in combat, I think, is tantamount to voiding your turn. In combat, you guys. This is punchy. You guys you need to decide what you're gonna do.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I mean, that's. I have nothing to do with my main action because I'm not pulling out a gun and shooting right now, and I'm holding up a riot shield.
Okay, you stand next to him with the riot shield.
I stand like in front of him and basically make formation. There's a little slot if he really wants to shoot through.
Cool. Does that increase his armor or your guy's armor? Or what does that do?
It basically is mobile cover. Like he
Okay.
had whatever the effect of cover would be, it's full cover. The riot shield stats is what it turns into. For
Right.
me, it's a +8. I guess it'd be a +8 for him too.
Yeah. Big old riot shield. He said he was kneeling. You're right in front of him. Definitely. Cool. So I thought I had 8. You said cool. That's going to be huge because there are a lot of them, and they are good at shooting.
Oh fuck.
Okay, yeah. +8 as cover,
Yeah.
and it's
So,
still lightweight to
yeah.
not be bulky. Cool.
Yeah. Cool. Good. Well done. Good teammate. Good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I
Good
have a
team.
+18 for my armor, so I feel okay.
Yeah. +18. Damn.
Yeah, I have an 8 +10 and then +8. So as long as it's coming
Oh, it's just
toward,
adding the armor. Oh, okay.
if it's coming from the shield direction, if it's from behind me,
Yeah.
then obviously it's just my base armor.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, I'm just gonna mark. Do it like this. Right. Nope. Ooh, okay. That's 5. That is a miss for 6, and that is a make. That's 7. That's a lot of 8s, so it's a lot of makes, but a lot of them aren't gonna do enough damage. Last one. Oop. That's cool. Okay, so first 3. I mean, that's not gonna do enough damage. What's your current armor, Lexian?
I am wearing the vac suit, so it'd be 9.
Okay.
9 +8.
17.
Yeah. Cool. And
Unless
you're
they're
just
trying to
hearing
shoot my left arm, then it's
you're hearing bam,
then
bam,
it's
bam.
21.
Yeah, you're hearing a lot of bang, 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 and then ting, ting, ting as these bullets are just bouncing off the shield, and you're like, 428. You can see him because 428. He's a little loose dude. Like he's holding the shield up, but there's a lot of bullets getting shot at you. You're under suppressing fire. These are all single shot rounds, but their dispersion's pretty good so far. You hear more shots, but most of them are impacting this shield. Now the shots that are coming from behind you or to the side of you,
Right. Yeah.
Lexian. The first one is It's 12, 15. Minus your armor, but that's not with the shield. 428. That's not gonna.
Which side?
It's kind of from your back. Yeah.
Okay, so like from behind us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically. Yeah.
Don't they have the portal to their backs?
It's like back.
Oh,
back left.
gotcha.
Yeah. 428. What you said your armor was like 16 without the shield, or 18 without the shield?
10 base with the shield,
Okay.
18.
10 base. Okay. That was still no. And then Lexian. 3, 4, 8, 9. 9. Does 9 get through it all?
Nope.
Okay. So you get shot once. So all this bam, 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 suppressive fire. You get hit once, kind of like in the back flank. And then it's your turn. I guess it's both of your turns.
Yeah. I mean, I'll tell 428 as I go. Gun jam, retreating, and I'll book it through the portal.
Oh yeah. You guys
Yeah.
It's together. It's the same, same, one after the other. So you're like basically a shared initiative turn. You guys together, maybe even Lexian grabs him by the shoulder. You guys kind of fall back through the portal. And yeah, on the other side of the portal, you see Lexian got a little push hole in the back. The suit is kind of resealing over it. But he's wounded as they kind of boom fall through the portal. What's going on?
I'll yell to close the portal.
I'll slam the button and close the portal.
All right. And as you slam the button, close the portal, that's where we'll end it.
That
And
was
who was
rude.
hurt? Because I will need to heal them next time.
Lexian.
Hi.
Lexian. How hurt are you?
6 points.
Okay.
All right. Excellent. Well. Welcome to the next part of our adventure.
Well, and in fact, did get worse than leaving the junkyard.
Okay. Let's see. The 23rd, that's 2 weeks from now. Let's look for everybody.
I will probably be back home by like 7:30.
I'm good for the 23rd.
That's a month.
I'm good for the 23rd.
Okay.
Yeah, I could be there. Just I'll be late by an hour and a
That's
half,
all right. Yeah.
give or take.
I was gonna say,
And
how do we
more-
feel about maybe pushing it an hour, so you're only half an hour late?
I'm good with that.
Yeah, I'll definitely say when it comes to combat stuff, I'm more than likely taking up position with Lexian or Starheart and shielding in front of them. That's almost always going to be my move. In case needed for when I'm not here.
Yeah. We can push it back an hour. That works for me.
Cool.
Okay.
7
So,
p.m.
yeah, 7 to 11
Yeah.
instead of 6 to 10.
Sweet. All right. Cool.
Works for me then.
Yep.
Excellent. I will see you all in a couple weeks.
All right.
We
See
will
you then.
explore this new
See you
planet
then.
and
Woo!
not die. Not get
Hopefully
shot
not
by
die.
antique rifles.